the show on the road. I'm going to clear out my windows here.
Go for it.
Welcome to the Echoes of New Eden podcast. You may not escape. Your soul is mine. Listen.
And welcome to Echoes of New Eden. I am your host, Rambo. And happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome. And today we have Taylor, Rick, and Krymsonkyng with us as usual. What's going on, guys?
Hey, it's good to be back. It's been 2 weeks. Little time
Been a
away.
long 2 weeks. It's weird, odd
Missed
2
you
weeks.
guys.
It really, yeah. It's been a weird, odd, long 2 weeks. But hey, happy to be here. It's exciting. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. Tonight.
Oh yeah.
Happy Halloween for those who celebrate it. I know that the entire world does not, but don't feel so bad. Crimson celebrates it every day. So
Pretty much, yeah. That's fairly constant. Always a trick or a treat. I never know.
I know we got our little girl, and she's gonna be doing some trick or treating, and I guess for the first time since she's 2, she's a little bit older than last year. She wasn't able to, just because she just wasn't I don't even think she was walking at the time, but
Shoot.
That'll be fun for her. That'll be great.
Yeah.
That's a fun age when they're that age. 2, 3, 4. That's a fun age, I tell you.
So we got that coming up. Yeah, and I will finally retire that intro because I'm sick of hearing it myself.
I still think it's rad. I love the ramp.
Yeah.
No, it is really cool. It's just like, oh, okay. I get to use it one last time, and then I'm gonna change it up again. Which I do have a couple other projects in the making currently. I'm always busy, seems like, and it seems like when I get an idea, another idea pops up, and then I put another project on the list. It gets crazy. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2 weeks of Eve Echoes news has gone by, and we're going to talk about the latest game news, what the emergency update was about. We're going to touch on botting. I think we're going to have a pretty decent conversation on botting coming up. We'll talk about these new gates. We got a voicemail. One of our classic callers from a few episodes ago, one of our callers had called in, made another voicemail.
All right.
We'll be talking about the Moby.api app. And Crimson's got a little snippet from Mario from that as well. The Trello map. We're going to be talking about the Trello map leak and stuff that's on there, the stuff that we're going to be hopefully seeing, right?
Yep.
Some news about Dead. What happened to them? We'll touch a little bit on that. I know Immortals had some more info that he's going to give me, but it was going to be later. And then we also have a new Eve Echoes game, and this one Crimson put together, and it's another Jeopardy game that we'll play toward the end of the show. So we'll need some teams for that as well. From what I know, it's just going to be me and Taylor Rick versus each other, but we require teams, right?
Yep.
Like, yeah, we'll try to put something together.
You're gonna need backup. I don't think you're gonna get all these answers just on your
I'll need
own.
all the backup I can get, first of all.
I don't know. So far, the C-137 magic has been strong in these games. I tell you.
That's true.
Lately,
we'll
anyway.
see. I've taken great pains to make sure that neither of you have seen any of the questions. So
All right.
should be a surprise for everybody.
I didn't come up with any of them, right?
Well, your wife is here tonight again, per my request, so she's going to be your backup.
Oh, okay.
Not a single one.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. So, Eve Echoes Feud. That was a fun game.
That was great.
I'd put it in the top 3. So we'll retire that one for now. We may come back to it in a bit. I'm thinking about doing Billionaire once again. That one to me was the most fun.
That one was dope.
Yeah, I would say. Some of the every once in a while it would kind of be dry and try to get people to talk about their answers or think about it. But for the most part, everybody did a good job of that when we'd really suss out what they were thinking and why. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. If we do another big game show like that again, where we really pour a lot into it like that, I kind of almost want to do it like as a standalone thing almost. But I don't know. We can talk about that later.
Yeah,
We should put out. Well, it might be time for another survey. Like poll the audience again. At the very least, we can put out a survey for survey questions because, geez, those are hard to think of.
Yeah, that was the thing about Billionaire, was coming up with the questions every week.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, same thing with Jeopardy when we did that before. That got to be like, after I did it 3 or 4 times in a row, I was like, what the hell else can we ask? So.
Yeah.
Well,
So
hopefully
we'll have to hire writers, right? I mean, we have Omegas to give away and
We
stuff
do.
like that. So.
Well, I came up with a new way to give Omegas this week. Was that this week when I did that, Crimson? Was that
yeah,
Monday
yeah,
of this week?
that
It's
was
last week.
Tuesday, I believe. Or
No,
was it last week?
Was it last week?
It was this last week, like
Yeah. Okay.
3
That was
days
this
ago.
recent- yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I got to do it again on Monday. Okay, good. I'm just making sure I didn't miss one because I don't know the Jeopardy topics on mid-slot. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. No, so that's funny, Slippy. That's really funny. So he got me today with that LGSB thing, and I swear to God, I thought that was some sort of code, honks code something. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what the hell that was. And then everybody was making fun of me in the chat about it because I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. I even went and did Urban Dictionary on what the hell does LGSB mean. I got results that I don't want to repeat on the air. Yeah, large group shield boosters is what he meant. So I overthought it way too long.
Wow.
It was pretty bad, but that was funny. That was funny. I couldn't. I just like, oh shit.
Yeah. So that's to be coming up in the next future episodes, and I wanted to touch real quick on the amount of feedback that we got from the last episode we did with Captain Benzie. It was like a record long 3-hour 40-minute podcast where Captain Benzie literally was talking for 2 hours. Jokes aside, nobody really complained about the length of it. Everybody was we got a lot of good feedback on just the conversation topics and all that type of stuff too. So
Nice.
was
You
good
can't let
having
the
them on
jokes
the
aside
show.
when you say something like that, but yeah.
Well, people were saying, "Oh, well, it could have went all night."
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
before we cut it off, it could have. I was like, "Should we push for 4 hours?" I don't know. We could have,
We're
because
going for
in
the 12
in the
hour
after
derivation.
party,
Yeah.
in the
The
after
after party
party,
went too.
Benzie was there for like another hour and a half.
Oh,
So could
Yeah.
have very well. But anyway, so we got a lot of good feedback on that, and people enjoyed that episode, so it was good to hear. Good deal. Then, so Taylor, do you have the latest Q&A? Did M1 happen to post those just yet, or is she not awake?
I don't know. Let me go look. I don't think I've gotten a response yet. Doesn't look like it. No. So nothing for this week's, although we could probably go over last week's if you want to.
Yeah, let's jump right into the game news.
Okay, let's go over there. I'll pull that up. See which one it's in, because you never know if it's in announcements, patch notes, or whatever. You always have to cut. There we go. So this was all. No, that's 9:20, not 10. Never know where these things are at. Wow, where's last week's?
You could always check the
There it
CC.
is. No, it says 9:20, 9:26. Yeah, I guess I can scroll through the CCC channel. Oh my gosh. There's so much there.
Okay.
There we go. 10,
So
11, 10,
10,
17.
11.
I got it. Yep.
There you go. Yep.
So, first one, after receiving the nanocore for the Zan Yu, or the Zhan Yu faction cruiser, I recognized that the core is not limited to the prototype version of the ship. I enjoyed flying the prototype in the early days of Eve Echoes, and it's still one of the best looking ships in my opinion. Unfortunately, the prototype cannot compete with destroyers or higher tech levels. Can we expect the introduction of the standard Zhan Yu is what it is, not can you, in the near future, as the cores for both ships of this faction are now available in the game? The prototypes look really good, even better with a new nanocore, so please give us a full version. We have been waiting them since beta testing of Eve Echoes. Pillow comes back and says, thank you for your support, but there are no plans to release the standard Zhan Yu for now. However, we are thinking about adding more Yangjun content. We will release it together when everything is ready. So, of course, we saw the survey go around in the last week with one of the updates.
Yep.
Where they were talking a whole bunch of questions about the Yangjun. So we'll see. Next question is it possible to sort the contracts between corp insurance and regular ones? It looks messy how things are. It looks messy how looks having all together. I know what he means. But I don't know what he means because they're two separate things when you go to pull them up. So anyway, Pillow comes back and says there's no update plan for corporation insurance in the short term, but we have received your feedback and it will be one of the items to be optimized when iterating the contract system in the future. Okay, now I know what he's talking about. So if you're in a corporation that does have the insurance structure anchored somewhere in one of your soft systems and your ship does blow up and for some magic pixie dust reason it does put it through the insurance system to where your corporation can fill that contract in order for the corporation to be paid for the building of said ship, modules, rigs, or whatever. Then when you personally go and look at your contract screens, you're going to have like a list of 9, 10, or however many of those items got submitted through the insurance system and the insurance structure as if they're your own contracts, but you can't really fill them. The corporation has to fill them. So that is a mess. I unanchored ours because I would say probably 99.9% of the time, the contracts that you do get, whenever you do get them, all of them mean a loss of revenue. Like you would lose money. You wouldn't make any money doing it. So you'd lose money. So what's the point of that? So we just unanchored the damn thing, got it out of the way.
Yeah, I thought for a while there you were actually making money.
I did. That's the weird thing. When we installed it for probably the first month and a half, maybe 2 months, we were making a killing off of it. We were probably making 500 to 700 million every week. I mean, like clockwork. And almost every time somebody died, we would end up getting contracts for it. And so it was weird. But that just dried up and went away. I don't understand. It just totally stopped. So, and then we wouldn't get contracts for weeks and weeks, even if 4 or 5 people died in the same ship. Some dumbass, AFKing in a covet or two. Never see a contract for that. So,
right.
But yeah, so it was weird. We just got tired of it and unanchored it and just said forget it. Plus, we need the space, and we're going to talk about that with power and anchoring problems with power on your citadels. We're going to talk about that tonight too. So, yeah, that's a big one.
Sure. Yeah. Has anybody built a gate yet?
We'll
get
talk
to
about
it.
Gates. We'll get to it. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about with the gates. Yeah. Next question: why is the Hitchhiker's Guide to New Eden unavailable now? It has made New Eden more realistic and is a good way to kill time. Would it be back online soon? Pillow comes back and says we will bring it back once the existing issues are resolved. I had no idea it went away. I don't know what the existing issues are. It's
and actually, I have a question with that. I'm not entirely
That
sure.
just
I
kind of
know there
pulls
was.
up. It's like a web
So-
I
thing
know
that
there
pulls up.
was. There was something in the game, and it may still be in the game, to where if you can visit every system in New Eden. Is that part of the Hitchhiker's Guide, or is the
I
Hitchhiker's Guide like a tutorial type thing?
So it pops up when you click your AI. It's on the lower left. That's where it used to be. It's just under the advanced tutorial. I remember going through it when I first started, and it had like a little bit about I think some of the artifacts that show up in the ancient relics and some of the other details about like systems of note. But I don't remember too much about it beyond that. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope they put something interesting in there, or I don't know.
But I honestly didn't even know that it was taken out. But it's
'Cause-
been so long since I've even did anything with that.
yeah, the ancient relics too. There's a lot of empty spaces on that, and on the bingo card that represents. So maybe that's the next on their iteration queue.
How is this Vindy worth that much? You guys see that? We'll have to talk about that. Okay.
I see a 20 bill Vindy in on air chat. Yeah.
Yeah, with
Whoa!
with just C types. Must be integrated rigs or something that we're not seeing. That's probably all it is
Yeah.
integrated rigs. Maybe type 4 integrated rigs.
Don't feel so bad. I had a court member lose a 20 bill nightmare.
Yeah, I know somebody who lost what was it? 27, $31 billion Chimera too. So,
Yeah, I know that person too.
yeah, that was funny.
Move on. Move along.
Next question. Please give us the ability to convert Lazarus units to skill points. As a Tech 10 player, I've been playing and squiring skills since day one. Squiring? Somebody literally typed squiring. I'm really
I think
sorry.
he meant acquiring. Those are
Yeah,
a
probably.
typo yesterday, but
Yeah, playing
oh
and
boy.
acquiring skills since day one. I've skilled into most everything I plan to, so the Lazarus units serve no purpose for me. Please allow them to be made into skill points. Even at a penalized adjustments, it would be more helpful. Thanks. Pillow comes back and says the Lazarus unit has its unique function in the game, that is, adjusting skill point allocation. Allowing it to be converted into skill points compromises its allocation function, which goes against the original intention of our design. Wholeheartedly agree, Pillow. They're Lazarus units meant for you to reskill. Just bank them up, man. Just bank them up. Someday you'll change your mind, want something different. You'll be thankful you've got a couple of million of them. So,
Yep.
Not a fan of that question at all. I wish had they said something like maybe selling Lazarus units. I think that'd be an interesting choice, but there's no way.
I'm a fan of that.
A reroll.
I am a total fan of if it exists in the game, if it's an item that is actually able to be acquired in the game in any way, shape, or form currently right now, then it should be tradable, it should be sellable, and it should be manufacturable. Period.
And
Agreed.
destroyable.
And destroyable. You
Yep.
bet. Everything. Including Plex. When you buy Plex, it should be something that's in your ship until you put it in your hangar somewhere, and if you die in your ship, your Plex gets dropped as well. I mean, same thing with insurance points. The whole 9 yards. Just everything. If it exists in the game, it should be destroyable, droppable, manufacturable, purchasable, whatever, right? So, anyway. Next question. Other turret implants have very overpowered performance, but missiles don't have impressive performance. That's because they suck. Please make missile implants which performance like missile damage plus 100%, missile flight time minus 40%, or make warhead charges damage bonus higher, please. Pillow comes back and says we will release balance adjustments according to the actual performance of each implant in the future, and will also introduce more implants with distinctive features. I feel like we should have a button we can push somewhere that's like a red alert or an oh shit moment every time someone says the word balance.
They said the secret word.
Yeah, oh my God.
Still freaking out.
Yep.
I need a siren sound effect.
That's exactly right. A siren of some kind or whatever, anytime the word balance is mentioned. Anyway, missiles. I mean, if you look at the spread currently of what the implants do across all weapon types, it's the lasers that are way overpowered, just against anything else, just the amount of damage and DPS they put out. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Because I guarantee you that all the implants are going to get nerfed and changed and tweaked well before April. So when they say April's balance patch, they mean a large overhaul, but they're balancing, adjusting things on a weekly basis, as we will talk about. Next and last question. When in Dormant Realm, once the ships have loaded in, but before the sleepers arrive, can we have a start button? Currently, if any player experiences a bug or connection problem, it can cause the entire fleet to die. Pillow comes back and says, we will consider adding this optimization. Isn't there a start button before you even load?
Yeah, but
I mean,
when you load into the realm, you can DC in that. I've done that before, and I had to relog, but at the time, like nobody was moving at all, and so the rats hadn't spawned yet because they only spawn. Well, at the time, this is still really early dormant realm when we only had the first one unlocked, where you have to actually go into the ring to start it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 3 of the 4 of us disconnected right as soon as we got into the dormant realm. So, and it wasn't even a DC. It was more of a lack of UI. Like the UI didn't load, and so I couldn't see any of my guns. I couldn't see literally anything except for just space.
Then you're dead. No, that makes sense. This reminds me too of something I meant to put on the script about cap indeds. I'm going to go write it down right now. Before I forget.
Yeah, I was almost curious if you're going to add something with that.
Yep.
I almost asked.
Yep, no, I'm going to add it. Because there's a lot with those. That's cool. Okay, that's it for the Q&A. We'll go back to somewhere else. What other game news we got?
Game news.
Yep. Okay, so I'll go through the official news over on Eve Echoes and just go through them. So obviously we had a big update this week. We had an update last week as well. Actually, nothing big this week. Last week was the big one. That's right, we skipped one. The Ansible's Stargate. So let's talk about that. Now we can talk about gates. So the Ansible Stargate is a Stargate system fully customizable by pilots. It allows you to point-to-point FTL jump. You can anchor these in your SOV system. It does take 20 anchor points.
Oh my gosh.
So
stupid.
That created it's technically, I guess, a level 1 that somehow it takes 2 anchor points, whereas before any level 1 structure would take 1 anchor point. But this comes directly after just a few weeks. I mean, very short couple of weeks with having to, everybody who wants to do the capital indeds had to upgrade their pirate detection rate to level 3. That's 30 points. So just in the drop of a hat, we're getting 40 points taken out of whatever you had planned in your systems, which if you're T3, a tier 3 Citadel, you have 130 points in total, right? So 40 points doesn't sound like a lot if you happen to have to put a gate down. But it is a lot. That is a lot.
We do not have enough points for all this shit.
Nope.
I'm a bit mad. Mad about this. 20 points for a gate.
Folks should have to move to multiple systems if they want to use different things.
We do have multiple systems.
Creates an interesting choice.
Yeah, it does. It does. So I'll counter that and say we do have multiple systems, and I still don't have room for everything. And that doesn't mean I need everything or want to have everything or should have everything. But with that said, when you have multiple SOV systems and none of them are next to one another, it does make it was a nice thing to sit there and go, wow, we could actually have the ability to get between our 3 systems, with a couple of jumps as opposed to 8 or 9 or 12. And that's not a reality now, because there's just no way to anchor them in each system. There's just no way to do that.
You're gonna have to pick and choose.
We are going to have to pick and choose, which I'm fine with there being some sort of give and take here. I'm fine with that. I don't expect to be able to have everything. That's just not the way this game is designed. But it's irritating within a 3-week period to have to do that twice. That's all.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
They do need to increase the limit of the power in a Citadel. I don't know if that means T4 Citadels. I don't know if that means full-blown Keep Stars. We'll talk about the Trello map update, which means, guess what? You're going to need more anchor points.
Yeah.
So
something needs to happen with the anchor points. So we just need more. There's not enough.
Yeah.
Every time we get an update, I have to unanchor something or downgrade something, it seems like now. So not really happy about it.
Grab more territory.
And you can only have 5 Citadels. That's your max.
You could only you're maxed out, and the space that's around you too can also be a determining factor. Like I have no available space around me unless I go 20 jumps.
Right.
That it's not desirable. So
Oh,
you
shut
know,
up, Damon.
limited. Oh, what's Damon
He's
saying?
probably right.
10 anchor points for the Citadel skins.
He's probably right.
Oh.
But see, that's the thing. Well, no,
Yeah.
Slippy, I would disagree with you. And everybody's going to hate me when I say this, but I think it'd be good for the game. If you want to go to a Keepstar, I think you should have to build that as a separate thing and anchor it in your system as well on top of the Citadel that you have. Because the Citadel that we have right now is not actually what a Citadel in the game in EVE Online is, right? The Citadel style and whatever the graphical, what it looks like anyway, is like some industrial station from EVE Online. It's not even a full-blown Citadel. So, or at least that's what was explained to me. I forget now because it's been a very long time. I don't think I ever, well, we did have a Citadel, but that was 2012, 2011, so I don't even know if it looks the same at this point, but I'm pretty sure that the Citadels we have in EVE Online are actually just an industrial station from EVE, in EVE Echoes are an industrial station from EVE Online. So I would be all for, if a Keepstar does come out, that it has to be some brand new thing that has to be built, that has to be anchored, and does give you additional power, but also gives you additional anchor spots for outposts in your system, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's a huge another sink of materials one time, but it's still something. But then gives you some additional benefits from it as well. So
Yeah.
Ratatari. I don't know what that. You tell me,
Ratataru?
Slippy. Ratatari, because
Rataru?
it says it on the side of the Citadel, but whatever.
It's a wannabe Citadel.
It's an engineering structure. Okay, yeah, it's a wannabe Citadel. But anyway, so let's talk about these gates real quick and how they work. Because they're limited. They're really hits a rat. Yeah, they're very limited. So first of all, it's 20 anchor points. The gates can only be within 5 light years of one another. You can't have them any farther away than that, or doesn't work. They're a 1-to-1, so you can't create a spoke system. I was kind of hoping and kind of dreaming that maybe we'd be able to you put one in one system and have 4 or 5 gates all anchored to it, so you'd have a central hub.
Nope, too powerful.
Too powerful.
Can't have that.
Can't have that. No, it's a 1-to-1. And so what that really means is, let's say you've got 2 systems that are anchored that are 5 light years or 4 light years apart from one another, and then you want to create a chain. Well, there's a gap between that. So you go from one gate to the other, jump a regular gate to get to the next system, and then take that gate over to somewhere else. And so if you think about how you would have to do that in order to create some sort of, chain or link or travel pattern or something like that, now you're talking about taking up 20 anchor points from 2 systems right by each other, right?
Yep.
And so now you start to think about the logistics of that and what that does for whoever owns those SOV systems, right? It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. And here's the biggest problem. All that's fine, though, because there's got to be some sort of give and take, right? So it's just a pain in the ass. But here's the biggest problem with it, and the most hilarious thing ever. These things take fuel.
Mm-hmm.
They don't pull from the corporation hangar's fuel hangar. They don't pull from that. You have to go put the fuel in yourself. Here's one even dumber. When you load the fuel in, the storage for it is in gigajoules, not in meters cubed. Which means, I don't know what that means, other than it just shows up as gigajoules. But the problem is you can't store enough. You go fill it up. I think it's 1,000,000 gigajoules or 100,000 gigajoules. I forget what the number is, but it's just a 1 with a bunch of zeros. Doesn't matter. You jump 5 capitals through it, you got to fuel.
Yeah.
Someone has to be sitting there in the station with the rights, the permissions to be able to play with Citadel management to be able to load more gigajoules into the system every time. And it's a max cap of gigajoules, so you can't just have 1,000,000 plasmoids sitting there for it to pull from, and you can't just go load 1,000 or 2,000 or 2,000,000 plasmoids into the hangar. It doesn't work that way. You can only charge it up so much and then keep frickin' charging it.
Yeah. I kind of like the idea of having some serious limitations on the ability to constantly go between 2 systems that should be relatively impossible to go between, but it does sound pretty logistically infeasible to, otherwise you got to feed it constantly. You're going to have someone said a fuel bitch roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have a role called fuel bitch. That's right. And I get
I like logistics puzzles, but there is a limit.
that one's pretty tough. That one's pretty tough. And then on top of all of that, here's the fun part about it. You get to charge. So you get to charge a toll.
Toll fees.
Every time someone jumps this gate, they have to pay you whatever you've set it at. It's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's how you cover your fuel costs right there.
That's how you cover your fuel costs. So that part's kind of fun. I kind of think that was cool. Now you can't use autopilot. These things don't show up on the map. You can't autopilot through them. So you have to just know where they are, or bookmark them, or whatever. They are a structure in space, so they're scannable, or you can find them if you really try to look. You can't tell where it goes unless it's, you're in the corporation or the alliance that has the permissions to be able to see it. Otherwise, you can't tell where it goes, but you can name them. So that part's kind of fun. We've come up with some really funny names.
Secret tunnel.
Hey, and M4 just pinged us for the latest Q&A. So after the gate talk here,
Okay.
we can
Cool.
go over the latest Q&A. But the question I wanted to cover out of the on-air chat was if they're usable by Alliance or just Corp. And the standings permissions is basically the same as a POS, if that makes sense, or a Citadel. It could be friendly. It could be Corp, friendly to Corp, Alliance, and friendly to the Alliance. But then you can also add neutral too. So why you would do that? You'd make a lot of money probably. But
That's correct. You could make it a free for all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody go anchor one in one text meb.
there you go.
I wonder, there are no drone lands within 5 light years, are there?
No.
There's no way to jump the map now
No.
that we have a bridge? Okay.
Well, you have to have a Citadel.
Taylor, did you talk about each tonnage takes a different fuel amount?
It does, and so you can set it whenever you set it. It's the amount of money anyway that you put in there per gigajoule, however you want to word it, is based on tonnage, and it starts with a frigate, right? So if you put in 25,000 per jump, then it's 25,000 per frigate, and as the tonnage goes up, that goes up as well with it because it takes more fuel per more tonnage. And there's a chart that comes up. They didn't put it on the breakdown of this on the website, but I know I had a screenshot of it somewhere. If I can find it, I'll post it in the on-air chat. But there is a breakdown of what that tonnage does look like. Let's see. I don't think I have so much shit. I don't think I have it. Nope, I don't. I do not.
I
Anyway.
saw it somewhere. I don't remember where I saw
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I know I posted it over in the main discussion we were having with a bunch of CEOs, but it does break it down. It's detailed. It's very, as with a lot of these new things that come out. That's kind of like, wow, what the heck? All this thing out of the blue, like Corp Market and the corporate missions and all of that. It's very detailed. There's a lot that they've added into it. And another mechanic of it that I actually was annoyed by, but is when I put a gate down and when somebody else puts a gate down, you have to go through a linking between the two. Both sides have to agree, and then there's a 6-hour timer. Once, like if I put it up and then I try to link it to another gate and I say go and link it, then a timer is there, but that timer for 6 hours doesn't start until they accept on their end, and they have a timer of 6 hours as well.
So if you're working with multiple corps
Mm-hmm.
doing a gate system
Through
you'll
multiple
have to-
alliances, yeah.
Yeah, through multiple alliances.
It's a logistics thing for sure. So, yep, it's interesting. It'll change the dynamics definitely of defense and offense, for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. It's kind of a bummer that they can only be, gated to one other gate, and that's it. If it's
Right.
going in one direction, does it benefit you or does it not? Right. So then you have to but these gates can only be placed in soft systems too. So if you want routes anywhere, then you actually have to drop additional sovs.
Yep. Then you got to defend those sovs, which is
Then
great.
you got to defend them.
Yeah,
Yep.
you've got supply line flags right there.
Mhm.
If you see a solve that's out in the middle of nowhere, like that's a pretty clear indicator that there is traffic going through there. I can't wait to see what people do with bubbles in these things.
There it is, Slippy. Thank you. Yeah, there's the tonnage breakdown. I assumed Slippy was probably in that channel too when I was posting those before. So there's your breakdown, right? So and where frigate is where you typed in your amount for your cost at any weight, and then it goes through and calculates based off of that. So this chart looks like they put in 100,000. So then of course a capsule's only 15, destroyers 150,000, cruisers 250,000, so on and so forth. You can see all the way up to a carrier being 2 million.
ISK.
So ISK, yeah. So I mean, you could rack up some money, and anybody who's has access to their corporation wallet knows every time there's a change in the corporation wallet, you get a little ping in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, and you see money that came out or money that was added every time someone gets a bounty, every time bounty ticks happen, every time someone pays for something or money gets pulled or the corporation pays for something. You constantly get these pings, and so you can sit there and see people that are going through your gates because you're getting paid.
Wait, that notification is only for people with wallet access?
Uh-huh.
Huh. I
Yep.
didn't know that.
Yep.
I've always had it, so I.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. That's right. I did post it, Slippy. I just did. I don't know which device. I wasn't on this phone, apparently, because I tried to pull it up and add them back in there. But yeah, we were doing a little bit of testing with it.
All right. Hit that latest Q&A.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like instead of Pillow answering them all, it was Pauline.
Pollen. Okay.
Pauline.
I guess we'll say Paul. Well, it's Pauline. Paul Lin. You know, it sounds like a combination of two Chinese names. Okay. Let's go for it. This is 1018 to 1024. And it says, can we have a feature to be able to view location of Corp Alliance fleet members on the star chart? It can be difficult grasping locations of system XYZ TAC 987. It would be great if we could just open the star chart and be able to view exactly where fleet Corp members are located. That makes no sense, but okay.
That sounds like surveillance. Ugh, not a fan.
No, let him finish the answer, and then I have a comment.
All right, so here's Pauline coming in and saying, we will not introduce this feature for the time being. Updating the location information of a large number of pilots in real time on the star chart will put too much pressure on the server, so we introduced the feature of sending locations in the chat to help with this situation.
Nice.
Okay, sure. I know this feature that this person was asking, and it is in EVE Online. In my short time of EVE Online, I know about this because I joined a random corp and was looking at the 3D star charts, and it would have different colored dots on it, and you hover over the dot, and it had a name. I'm like, well, what the heck is this? Well, it turned out that they were my corp mates. I could see that there was, X amount of corp mates in a system that was 2 jumps away from me. Then if you zoom out of the star charts, or maybe go to a different region, zoom in on that, you can actually see where if you had any corp mates in that region, and maybe had like a little number next to it too, saying like 1, and then if you hovered over it, you could see the name of who was there. Now, Krymson, you said sounds like a surveillance thing, which is exactly what I would use it for. 100% I am for that feature, just to see how many people are in HiSec. 100%. Just to see where people are.
Yeah, if they're in HiSec or not.
And I already know where they're at based off of wallet ticks and their lost mails. So I have a similar, I have somewhat of an idea as to where they are, but having them as a dot on a map would be freaking great. But that's just like
just
that's
for the
just
CEO.
a CEO.
Just
That's
for
a
the CEO.
CEO mentality. Sorry, that's not. I mean, well, you could be in a region doing some PvP or whatever, and be like, okay, is there any of my corp mates near me? You pull up the star map real quick and see a green dot at maybe 5 jumps away. Hey, so and so, come over here. I got something tackled. I mean, you could put that in corp chat regardless, no matter where everybody is, and they could come to your aid or whatever. But I think it would still be useful in other cases other than CEOs trying to watch where their members are.
I mean, maybe for rallying up, for gathering up with folks and seeing how many jumps out they are. But again, like, that's more time helmet down, chilling in the star charts on what's supposed to be a smaller version. Plus, it's kind of I don't know. I'm not a
Why
fan
not?
of that
Why
sort
not
of stuff.
just give us a? Why not just give us a module for a high slot called a tracker, and it literally tags a ship, and then you can follow it for like 24 hours. That'd be hilarious.
Right.
Okay. Next question.
How many members do I have in Jita? Let me check. 24.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I tagged them all. That's right, Damon. That would probably work better as an implant, and that would have to be paid for, right? Actually, it's a skill chip, right? And so you have to pay for those skill chips in R. All right. Any plans to improve, enhance the UI and inventory UI load speed? It can sometimes take over 60 seconds to load the inventory UI when not docked, regardless of connection and device. Paul Lynn comes back and says, we have been continuously keeping an eye on these issues, the distribution of personal assets, regional network quality, server performance, etc. We'll all have an impact on the loading speed. We will continually optimize these problems. Yes, for the love of God, whatever you did to rearrange where everything was on your inventory list on the right-hand side, unfucking do it, because holy shit.
No, you could sort them now. You can sort them by name. You can sort them by
but I have to wait.
amount of items.
But I have to wait an additional 5 to 10 to 20 seconds before I do that. It's just
okay. At the same time, I'm now having to wait an additional 10 seconds after I press start on a login screen too.
Yeah, it's chugging a bit.
I've seen people complaining about that too. Like it's not instant anymore. You have to wait a little bit.
A lot of their UI features chug, like the corporation page, for example, on Tarot. And I think it's because there's so much friggin' text in the missions for that like it would take 30 seconds to 60 seconds.
Well, it's all their event bloatware that they're pumping us with.
Yeah, shit I don't need,
Oof.
more skin boxes that I can't recycle. I thought we were supposed to be able to do that soon. Where'd that go?
Yeah.
Let's
Okay, so this link that Damon posted, you see in the screenshot of the image, it says personal assets, and then there's that icon on the right side. You click that icon, and you're able to sort all your personal asset like hangers, I suppose you could say,
right, by name or
distance, by name, and by the amount of things that you have in it.
Right. But you have to wait for that.
It's not that long.
Well, then you must have a lot of stuff. I don't know what to tell you. I've got a long list, and it's like constantly.
No,
some of the hangers.
Every now and again, I consolidate all my stuff into about 5 stations because I can't stand having any more.
I wish I could do that, but that's impossible. You know how many corporate hangars we have? I got more than 12. I have 12 corporation hangars all around the map.
You have 3 Sav. What the hell you need that many corp hangars for?
We go all over the place. What can I tell you? We're just ricking it up everywhere we go.
Ricking it up.
I don't know what to say. Okay, next one, because there's 2 more. I would like the Scholar Point store to have more skins available, not just more types, but for more, if not all, ships. It would also be good if skins fit to the ships like nanocores, where they're available for all ships of the same base. Paulin comes in and says, we plan to gradually diversify the types of skin in the Scholar Point store. In the future, however, different ships have different models. These skins with special patterns need to be adjusted by the artist to ensure that the skin and the model match, so it is difficult to make it available for all the ship types at the same time. Somehow you do that for nanocores, Paulin. Just saying. Okay. I don't want anything more done with Scholar Points. Just get rid of the damn system altogether and just award somebody instead of giving you Scholar Points and having all that stuff over there, make it Concord Points and put all that stuff in the Concord store. Consolidate the number of different types of currency we have in the game, please.
Disagree.
So many currencies.
I love the Scholar Points. We need that to be expanded, not gutted. Like, not a fan.
You're a rare one there, Crimson.
Yeah.
So
You're one of the few.
Yeah. That's okay though.
it's like a lottery ticket. I'm a sucker for scholar points. I like the skins that come with them. I like being able to customize my ships. I like that everybody else thinks they're trash, because like, I don't know, reading the bits and the seeing them and the Fedo moving around. I like collecting weird shit, and that is about as weird as shit gets.
Yeah.
And
I'm okay with collecting odd things in the game. I'm okay with them having all these different skins that can go over the top of a nanocore and give you some different looks and feels of things. I'm okay with all of that.
yeah,
I just wish there were fewer currencies, for shit's sake. I mean, we've talked about this before, the new player experience. We had a big, long conversation about this with Benzie, the new player experience, right? How hard is it for somebody brand new to come into this game? You got to simplify some things at some point. Otherwise, I mean, here we are a little over 2 years in with things being added in and then just forgotten about, like
well, I mean,
scholar
the scholar point
points.
system is about the scholar point system is about as simple as it gets. It's a bingo card with
Yeah,
lottery
forgotten
that
about for 2 years. You know, for like 3 months, it was cool, and we're done. We moved on. No one other than Crimson here has really thought about it or cared. Maybe Benzie.
Well, I
but-
mean, so it's an iterative process. They go through and they look at the old modules and they're going to update and add to them, hopefully. And that's
well-
a system that's been in place since the beginning.
Yeah,
with
but my
clear
point
blank spots.
is there's all these systems that they keep adding in, all these things that they keep adding in, and then they just sit there, and it just becomes one of yet another thing, right? That ends up meaning nothing. So,
Hey, that's depth right there. That is sand for my sandbox, man. Like, I
well,
like
I'm glad
that
you
stuff.
I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad you enjoyed that part of it. That's fine. That's fine.
And I don't know. I feel like if they modify that in some way, it could actually help with the new player experience.
Well, do
Especially
something with it. Yeah.
short
I mean, do something with
sort.
it. Yeah. So, okay. Last question. Is it possible to have the ability to reprocess, refine ores and modules which are in a corporation hangar rather than needing to withdraw them, reprocess, and take extra steps to avoid mixing with your own stockpiles? Yeah, it's kind of like saying I want to move everything into my hangar to build for the corporation as opposed to just you can build right out of the hangar. Why can't you repo right out of the hangar? So, yeah, I don't know. Pauline comes back and says we won't add new features to the corporation hangar in the short term, but there are plans to introduce new features that will allow capsuleers to better differentiate personal items. I hope to hell he means containers when he says that.
Yep. Give me some boxes.
Yeah, it's a second Q&A, Grognik. This week's Q&A. That's why we're still on it.
Yeah, it was. We got pinged about it in the CC channel, so we're dropping it.
Yeah, we need containers, and container. And for those of you out there who are like, do you have that much shit? Why do you need containers? Just throw it in another ship, whatever, yada yada yada. No, you don't understand. Here's the 2 things you don't understand. Well, 3 things about containers you probably don't understand. Number 1, containers need to be manufacturable. So now you've got an entire little small industry, not big, but yet another thing for industry to manufacture containers. Okay? Because everybody's going to need more containers as time goes on. It's something that'll always happen. That's the first thing. Number 2, now you have a way to store specific assets with a named container for things like Maelstrom fittings, Maelstrom doctrine fittings, whatever, right? And so you have a nice organization there that then you can take those containers and throw them into a ship hold and move them somewhere and not destroy that quote unquote file system, if you want to call it that. That's number 2. Number 3 is if you do have containers in the game, then that would actually add some new content for lower tiered players who are able to get into things like, I don't know, a Neros high mobility. Those specialty hauler ships that are lower tiered that can only hold containers in their big special container holds.
Mm-hmm.
Now they could be used. So those are the 3 things that containers would do. It's bigger than you think with just your organization of your own hangar. So if they allowed them to be used that way, who knows? They could probably implement hangars or storage containers in some way, and you have to pay for them with Plex, and you only get like 5, and you can't name them, and I just want to fuck off. But anyway, that's the last one. That is it on the Q&A. Thank you, M4A1, for that. We appreciate you letting me beat Benzie to the punch every week on the Q&A.
Yeah, just the satisfaction of that is great.
I am so thrilled. That just makes me so. I just love it. I love it. So.
He'll have a video out here within the next 12 hours.
Oh yes, he will. And then he doesn't have to
so
write a
they-
script. He can just listen to us talk about it, and then there you go.
True.
You can make it
Yeah.
easy on him.
They had the patch notes update a couple days ago, and it was, of course, the usual stuff. They did the optimization where they updated the estimated price based on market transactions. They fixed a couple bugs. They fixed an issue where the Capital Grimace skin could not be traded.
Hmm.
A new rule has been added to the Citadel Destruction leaderboard for the Inscription of the Galaxy. Destroying a capsuleer outpost that doesn't belong to any corporation does not count towards the score. So all those inactive people that are getting kicked from corps and getting their POSs destroyed is not going toward your corp destruction leaderboard.
Wonder how much that was happening. Yeah, can't imagine that was happening very much.
And they fixed another issue where the Pumpkin Scarefest series of missions could not be accepted under certain circumstances. I haven't even tried those. Pretty much, I haven't really done much with the Halloween event. I checked out the skins. I know there's a medal. I've seen the medal around a number of people. I just haven't been on enough to do those missions. They're all in high sec too, aren't they?
Nope. One of my articles for today actually came from an encounter that I had a pirate jump on me during one of those Halloween missions, and I was tackling it in a Cyclone Guardian, and I managed to escape by outmaneuvering him in that big old brick of a bastard.
Wow.
I actually got on Reddit for the first time this entire week today, and I was on Reddit for all of 3 minutes, maybe 4. And I did 2 things on Reddit. The first thing I did was read your article today about small ships and content for small ships. And it was good. But the most hilarious thing about it was when I got done reading it, I looked at the first comment, and someone had literally summed up a little bit different, but some of the same points, and what would have taken all of 10 seconds, 15 seconds to read. And you responded, Krymson, yeah, actually, I like your post better than mine.
Yeah, it's had I had more time, I would have written less.
More time written less. I laughed at that so damn hard. I couldn't help myself. I was just
Summed it up in one sentence.
yeah, it was pretty good, but
It was 3 bullet points.
yeah, 3 bullet points. He made it into 3 short little bullet points, and that was funny. So that gave me a good laugh. So, but no, your article was good. I enjoyed it. It was a good read. And then the other thing was someone posting Salt about. Anyway, we'll get into that later.
That was good.
That was
a
good
good
with
laugh.
the pointing back. Did you see that one with the blue arrow pointing over to Discord with someone doing selfies on his motorcycle?
Yes. A little bit disturbing.
I almost I just about spit out my coffee reading that. I was laughing so damn hard.
That's good salt right there. But continuing on with the patch notes, what they don't have here is the emergency update that they did that everybody got 50,000 skill points for.
Yeah.
What happened to the corporation industry that made them do that update?
You couldn't you couldn't deliver what was finished in production. You literally couldn't deliver it. Yeah. It was totally locked. Corporate industry was, it felt like more than an hour to me. And I thought I was going to lose a Revelation build. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, that might be it. Someone might have found some sort of bug to get duplicate ships made without using the decryptors or something. Yeah, who knows? But it felt like forever. And I thought there was this happened once before, a long time ago. We're talking probably summer of 21 when something like this happened. And we literally had 2 or 3 Tempests in build at the exact, which back then to me, building a Tempest felt like a big freaking thing. Now it's like whatever. But we had 3 of them in build, and we couldn't get any of them to deliver. And then finally when they did, we only got 1 and not the other 2. And it took us a week back and forth with support services to get that out. And so I really honestly thought I was going to lose a revelation. I was really sweating that. Really ticked me off. So no, but yeah, I don't. Other than it being locked and you couldn't deliver anything, I'm not sure exactly why they did that. But yeah, everybody got 50,000 SP for it.
Yeah. A bit of a emergency update. I think they even considered it an emergency update in their news that they their message that they sent. So
Yep.
I mean, okay.
Damon posted that long screenshot with the.
Yeah.
You gotta read that.
I can't even read it on the PC version.
You have to blow it up on the phone and kind of just scroll. It's just damn hilarious. Some days. Anyway.
So I think that's it for game news and stuff. I mean, we have the Halloween event going on right now. Of course, people got disappointed because it wasn't the classic one that everybody wanted.
Why wasn't it? I don't understand. We got the Grimace skin, so that's fun. But
I think mainly because red scanners exist now. The old one didn't have red scanners as a thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I really didn't think about that. Scanning hadn't come out yet. We weren't really into. We were into battle cruisers by then, weren't we? Yeah, we were definitely hitting battle cruisers by then.
I think so. I don't
Maybe
know.
not. Were we hitting battles? I don't think we were hitting battleships yet.
Maybe it was like T7.
Yeah,
it was T7 era.
Yeah, that's right. So it was before. Still, though, they could have done something, something different than what they did, because I felt like what they did was just a kind of just half-assed wrapper, and here's some Grimace skins again. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
So.
Stoked on the Grimace skins at the very least.
Oh yeah, I love those. They're great. I've wanted one for a Celestis Covert Ops for forever. So still don't freaking have it because I just haven't put down the money for it, but whatever. I'll get it at some point before this thing goes away.
Yeah. All right. So that will wrap it up as far as game news goes. And we do have a voicemail. And it was from the caller Threshner. And, it's a bit funny. I got a slight roasting on this voicemail. But more particularly, there's a question toward Crimson. So take a listen.
Hey, guys. This is Threshner. Been a while. I've been getting kicked in the face in life. So I haven't had any jokes or anything voicemail-wise. I honestly forgot what I was talking about half the time. But this question is for Crimson. Because of how giddy he got last episode, I want to know your top 5 board games of all time. And I want to know why. I don't want to just know, because it's good. I want, if you remember back in grade school in, history, the teacher would be like, was Hitler a bad guy? And you'd write yes. And then after that, the next question would be like, but why? And you want to do really good on the test, so you write a fucking novel about why Hitler was a douchebag. That's the level of detail I want. Right? I want that level of detail. Spend an hour talking about this. I don't care. I just want you to waste time because Rambo cost me my fake video game job bullshit that I came up with. Fuck you, Rambo. You're costing my job, man. All right. Have a good one, guys. Top 5 board games, Crimson. Let's go.
That's great. That's great.
I'm not going to give him the top 5, but I can give him maybe the top 2 or 3.
I'll give him something. I don't want any more hate mail.
The hate. So my top board game that I have is Apocrypha, and it was a weird offshoot from the Pathfinder adventure card game. They basically took Pathfinder adventure card game and refined the rules down, and then got a whole bunch of writers and artists and folks to collaborate on this awesome Kickstarter game. And I was all in because it was a setting that I find fascinating. I think the dude behind, some of the writers that they had on tap were kind of big name, and I really like the Pathfinder adventure card game because it's D&D in a box. It's like diet D&D. And so I jumped in on this, and I have a metric, the king's fuck ton, if you will, of different Apocrypha paraphernalia, but nobody to play it with. But it's got a solo mode, and I've had it hit the table with some of my friends a few times, but they're baffled by the rules. It's one of those games that was kind of gutted by its own reach. Its reach went beyond its grasp, and I absolutely adore it. So that's my top. And then Hive is number 2 for a lot of the same reasons I gave talking to Benzie. It's just a great way to get to know people, get to know someone, like how they think, how they approach. It's like chess, but a little bit more varied in potential strategies. It's like if chess and sumo wrestling had a baby. And then Sagrada is third, just because I really like the phone app version, and it's a cool thing. I probably shouldn't give like a phone game. Go. I'll say Go is third, just because it's ancient and rad, and I am not good at it. I will never be good at Go, but I will love Go forever.
Did you see that, Crimson? Grugby's post, his meme?
Oh, I missed it.
That's got to go on Reddit.
Basically.
The nerd, yes. Send it. I will accept that.
That's pretty good. I like it.
I like how Mr.
So, yeah.
Krabs has 2 different
I
Ridiculous.
not only does Crimson get giddy with talking about board games and stuff. I mean, and he did it with Captain Benzie. He was
double giddy,
100% fangirling about it. But yeah, I guess I cost Threshner his space. What did he call it? His space company or something like that. And so
some sort of space video game space company thing. I'm sorry, I giggled a little bit over that part. I have opinions about Talisman.
No thanks.
Keep them to myself. Let's keep trucking.
Yeah.
They're not positive opinions. It's an okay game, but it's not interesting. I feel like there are. Shoot. Hold on. Let me give you a better version of Talisman.
Oh, here we go.
It doesn't matter what Crimson says. Anybody from Honk's gonna say it's the exact opposite.
If you want a better version of Talisman, like a combination of Talisman and Gloomhaven, Ravenspire was pretty dope. Anyway.
Ravenspire. See, I've never heard of any of these board games.
It almost sounds like Crimson needs to make a podcast about this.
About board games?
Should.
No, there are plenty of podcasts out there about board games. Shut Up and Sit Down, actually, one of my favorites of all time. Like those guys, the production quality on their videos and just the sense of humor that they carry, magnificent.
Have you heard of Betrayal of the House on the Hill?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I think it uses a special kind of dice too that my board game design buddy and I are playing with on our general tactics. It's a D0, 1, or 2, so basically a D3 -1, and I really like it.
It's a good game. If you get the expansions too, it is a pretty fun game. We enjoy it. My
I
wife
never
and
played
I.
it. I want to try it.
Really?
I never played it. I want to try it. Like that. If you've got Tabletop Simulator, please play with me sometime.
Have you guys heard of Eve Echoes before? That's a really great game too.
There's a board game. Yeah.
Thanks,
Gronik. For it, but let's get back. Damn it, Threshner.
Right. I mean that was the whole joke from last time when you all were talking about that. I was like, have you guys ever heard of Eve Echoes?
I think Grognik just did it again in the chat. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was
one of the highlights of the last episode. So I think we're getting ready for a commercial break here, and then when we come back, we got some. Oh man, we just have so much stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah.
We got some new commercials this week, and you can thank Taylor Rick for that. And we will play them, and we'll be right back.
Noise.
Boom. I'm John Madden. Do you suffer from pot itching or capsuleer? Then try Tough Actin Pot-Dakin. In just 2 weeks, Pot-Dakin will get rid of the itching and burning associated with pot itch and capsuleer. Pot-Dakin. Use only as directed.
Pot-Dakin is not responsible for loss of vision, temporary paralysis, loss of hair, blindness, acute organ failure, spontaneous show tune singing, or a uncontrolled urge to drink quaff.
When I need something to pick me up while out in the wide universe of New Eden, I reach for a cool, refreshing can of quaff. Now just wait a minute, aren't we all in pods? How the feck are we reaching for and drinking anything? I forgot to fire my agent.
Quaif, it doesn't have to make sense.
Quaif and Quaif Extreme, products of Quaif Company LLC, a Gun Day Federation company.
I'm Cal's New Eden Store. We're your one-stop shop for battleships, battle cruisers, autocannons, mining license, gate camp setups, spike quaif, cat statues, lasers, capitals, Elandra's world-famous spies, board world memorabilia, Reddit material, garbage, refugees, and the newest faction ships. We also offer core pits, conspiracies, and don't forget to honk and local. We have bounty hunters too. We are a center of a thriving community. Stop by and chill a while. Cal's New Eden Store.
I had to add that last one in because Taylor's commercials were 20 seconds.
Not very long.
Not very long. Yeah, I was like, damn, I need to get up and get a water break, and can't do that in 20 seconds.
John
Get the
Madden's the
Gatorade
greatest,
bottle.
though. You can hear what he's saying, but you can't tell what he's saying at the same time.
Right?
Bits and
All
pieces.
right.
I liked it.
So I'm going to consider it the main headline for this latest week. And this is something that is not new to Eve Echoes, but it has made a highlight this last week, specifically because Captain Benzine made a video on it. As everybody knows, he made a video about a certain corp, a certain alliance, using a bot to screen capture, I guess neutrals, I don't know, people in the area for security purposes, right? And posting them onto Discord. So there's this whole controversy that kind of is sprouted because of that too. And I've seen people on both sides like, well, and I'll say it, it's just watching the game. It's not providing any inputs to the game. So therefore, it's not affecting gameplay or anything. But then other people say, no, this is bad. This is gathering information from the game for personal benefit. And Taylor, you could probably hit on this too, as to your opinions. Like, it from how it got reported, it almost seemed like it was reported as being illegal or like unethical. It's kind of the vibe I got from it.
Well, not only that, but the devs came out and said it's against their terms of service, that you shouldn't be doing it, and that players caught doing it will be banned. I mean, it's a bot on Discord, so I'm not really sure that well, it's a bot, period, that lives on Discord, so I'm not sure how they're going to catch it, but other than maybe seeing it in someone's, corp Discord somehow with a screenshot, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't know how they're going to police that, but they did make it sound like it was against their terms of service. And when you read their terms of service, it's pretty damn vague. So vague that you would think that a kill mail bot would also be against their terms of service. If you wanted to read it, the way to where a bot watch, or a program essentially watching the screen of the game on an emulator was against the terms of service to then report whatever it saw without touching the emulator, without interacting with the emulator, without pushing any buttons or running any scripts on the emulator or the game itself. If you want to say that that's against the terms of service, then that would also extend to pulling out data from the game in any other method, whether it's a picture or not. That would be a kill mail bot, right? But yet at the same time, the devs came in and said that the kill mail bot was okay. Right. There's nothing wrong with it, because we even have content creators that do nothing but create kill mail bots. We have conversations that Crimson had with one of them that's going to come up next. So yeah, the terms of service are way too broad, and allow them to pretty much say whatever they want in any situation you want. You've got a problem with however you write things up when you can sit there and parse out details and say that one thing's good and the other thing's bad, even though in essence there's no difference between the two. So, yeah, it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. So, and it's not that difficult to create some sort of bot or coding or whatever to be able to see a screen and then make a notation of a change between a 0 and a 1, right? Then you know
Right.
someone's in the system, right? So I don't think that's not a difficult thing to do. I'm not really that big of a coder myself, but I'm sure I could figure it out, right? So it can't be that hard. It just can't be that hard.
Right.
So there's no disadvantage that anybody else in the game has, right? Other than the resources and creativity that one group has over another, which again, there's just such a lack of creativity all around this game, whether it's the devs themselves or some of the people that play it and then complain about certain things because they themselves are just, I don't know, just have no thought about how they want to go about playing the game.
They want it easy.
They want it easy. They just want,
Root cause really, like, the root cause issue here, if NetEase doesn't want people using bots in this way, they need to make cloaks cost fuel. Like, that's really what it comes down to, is the cloaks are too strong.
Nice way to fit that one in there, but I don't think this situation with the bots has anything to do with cloaking and fuel, or
so
that's a disconnect between those two in my opinion, but
so first off,
Isn't that why the bot is there? Because
Right,
it's cloaked
that's
off
how
a
you-
gate.
it can just be there in
That's
a
how you
pod
pull the
1,000 off too, so whatever.
Okay.
right, so
But then
you
they're
have-
running a macro that when it dies and ends up in station, it just undocks and bookmarks right back to the spot.
Okay,
it
now if
was
you're
at.
doing that, I would agree
That's
that that's
illegal.
probably not. I would agree that that's probably
that
something
is
you don't
straight
wanna-
up illegal.
Yeah, I would say that
Yes.
that's probably not good.
that crosses the line. Scraping, there's really no way to enforce scraping data, though. Like,
Right.
if you can pull it from the screen, just like a human would, then you've basically got a bot filling in your role as the player, which, I mean, it's not the same as automation, and it's I don't think it's a problem, honestly. I am okay with kill mail parsers and that
Sure.
sort of, if it pulls data from echoes to make lives easier, then good on them for having to know how to do that. It's when the tools for Johnny Average, someone who doesn't have that know-how, comes to this game and gets stomped on by someone who does. Like, the existence of cameras, for example, those are cool. I like the idea of people setting up streams and watching, monitoring territory, surveilling things. But if you have like a notification thing, if you tie like hey, someone's in the system, here's an alert, that's frustrating because it's a tripwire. You've got a capability that nobody else in the game has unless they have that bot.
Well, according to this alliance, they claim that every alliance uses it, which I know for a fact is false. But that is the next level. It's like you could stream cameras and people can watch the stream and you call it what it is. But to have something specific, like smart enough to be able to send a ping out and say, at here, there's somebody in a mackerel, at this in the system at this gate. Here's a heads up. People can react on that.
What's a mackerel? I'm just curious.
Mackerel.
Mackerel. Okay.
A mackerel.
It's a mackerel.
Macaroni.
It's the tuna competitor.
It's the mackerel.
Macaracal.
But yeah.
Jeez.
I don't think there's any way for them to actually catch people doing this kind of stuff unless there's a consistent,
So
kill record associated with it.
in Eve Echoes, botting is nothing new, right? In the game, they haven't released info on the amount of people that they banned accounts wise for what do they call it? Like something abnormal behavior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That
it's bad
basically
for
botting,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So in the 2 years that this game has been out, we've covered this multiple times. There's good bots, bad bots, you name it, right? I reached out to Brisk Rubal, that guest from EVE Online that we had a number of weeks ago, and he's been playing EVE Online for 20 plus years, right? He knows the ins and outs. He's part of their what do you call it? Their council, right? So he's in the know.
CSM.
I asked
or something
him
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I asked him. I said, "Here's a situation where people are on the fence about it. It could go either way. Is this something that has gone down in EVE Online?" He says, "Oh yeah, it's been going on for years, and it's the same fence, right? People are on the fence, are on one side or the other. Like, is this a legal term? Is this illegal to do? Or is it legal to do based off of the vagueness of their rules that they place? Because one, it's not affecting the game, but on the other side, it's collecting data, right, for somebody else's benefits. EVE Online has been having this for years and years, and they are living with it.
Yeah.
It's not like, I mean, they've somehow worked around it, right? There's got to be a way to work around it. It is a sandbox after all. So,
Clearly non-fatal.
right. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to inside the alliance and take down their stream?
Yeah. Well,
Report
I mean,
the bot, report the Discord,
the
ban
fact
it?
that we rely on Discords should give you some indicator that like NetEase is not really capable of handling all of the communications needs just within the game alone. Like, people rely on third-party tools to play this game. I'm sure there are folks who
Very true.
don't use Discord, and I tried to experiment with that and be one of them, but like,
That doesn't work.
it doesn't work. You can't really, because the mission system becomes too bloated, and like,
Well, whether it's Discord or some other method of being able to talk, you can't even really well, first and foremost, you can't PvP in this game without voice comms. Whether it's TeamSpeak, Discord, freaking four-way phone call, whatever. That's like, if you really want to be able to PvP, it's really difficult. You can't do it really on a large scale. And by large scale, I mean more than like 3 or 4 people. Because as soon as you get up to that, it's like you just can't type shit fast enough. There has to be voice comms. So, which is why they put voice comms in on the Chinese server. So, it's built into the game on the Chinese server. Whereas on our server, it's the language translation that's built in instead of the voice. But anyway, yeah. So there's all kinds of tools. There's tools for building. I mean, they thought the lists were going to help. I've used the lists for like a day and said, screw this. I'm back to my spreadsheets. I mean, you know, it's
they're getting there. Like, those are cool features, but they need some more iteration before folks are going to be willing to adopt them.
Yeah.
And give it years before, because like, lists are rad too, especially for generating missions, but nobody really uses missions.
You know, you could just get rid of this entire argument about their vagueness of their terms of service and whether you can pull things from the game to then use that for your advantage, whether it be through OCR or screenshots or a cam or anything like that, and just say that none of this stuff should be used. And if you want kill mills, we're providing that already. We're like here's the API for the kill mills. You can use that. Here's the API for your corp wallet. You can use that, and these are the things that you can use. And anything above and beyond that, you can't, because it's not relegated by something we're using or we're providing. It's just stupid.
So Damon posted the text in chat, and the rules lawyer in me says, "All right, so where's the list of authorized resources?"
Yeah,
Right.
and there are none.
Yeah, until they approve. Okay, recording for content creation purposes. You know, we use streaming software for that, and it's not automating, but it anybody who's tried to stream Eve without, or anything without like a delay has realized how quickly people will come and gank you for showing like that kind of stuff. But
that's fun.
Yeah, but
we need to do another, maybe not a freighter raid,
battle.
but it needs to be
Another
something.
freighter raid?
Yeah, but it needs to be something instead of a freighter raid. It needs to be something live, where someone's being chased. You know, instead of being in a freighter, maybe you're in a scepter. Just how long can this scepter fly around nonstop and not die? Here I am, come get me, kind of thing, right? So that'd be kind of fun.
The Rowdy Rifter will survive forever.
Jump freighter raid. There you go. Holy shit, that'd be expensive.
Oof. Yeah. Next level, yeah.
Jump freighter raid with only Caldari fax debris in the cargo hold, and it's full.
Mm-hmm.
Trillions.
Yeah.
Trillions.
That's just obscene. I'm not my head around that. That's nuts.
So, yeah, and, you know, along with this, I want to say that NetEase did an initial investigation on the characters that were running the bot, where the bot was watching the characters, and NetEase investigated the characters and said there's nothing wrong with the characters. They're not doing anything against the terms.
Oh, cool.
So they're just normal characters that sit in system all day, along with probably thousands of other players that do the same thing.
So it's like a plus camera. It's a camera plus. That's the next level of warfare right there.
But since then, this alliance did take down the bot because of this. But since then, I don't know if anything has come up to it. Like as if they're getting fined or if they're
Yeah, I haven't heard.
Something. I don't know.
I don't think there's any real way to enforce that unless it gets abused to all get out. And I don't really see any way of abusing that unless really it just means that you have less exposure. You risk less units and as a result, less content. So using those, camera bots and seeing what you can take versus what you want to try and take,
No, yeah, crazy. I mean, this stuff will probably never go away. This is just one of the people, I guess you could say, got outed in a sense.
I guess so.
That's just egg on his face. It's no big deal.
So that's it with that. Pretty much that was the story of the week, right? I mean, there's a couple other things that were happening. The Trello map got leaked. Taylor, how about you tell us a bit about this?
Yep, the Trello map.
I don't have the link up.
Yep, I've got it right here, and I can let's see, I can copy this and paste this over here for everybody to see. There you go. So it did get updated, leaked, updated, however you want to call it, for the next couple of months. So we got November, December, and January. Hey, chicken, you made it. So and a couple of things stand out right off the bat, but I'm going to read through each one of them and we can talk about them. So in November, as in next month, Concord Pass Season 13. Okay, whatever. Performance boost. What the hell? Performance boost fuel bay.
Ooh.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, that's probably all that means is just they're going to add a fuel bay to the jump freighter because they forgot to add it. Interstellar Bazaar comes back. A permanent event comes in called the Corporation Clash within Clash. Yeah, I just can't fucking speak tonight. Sorry, guys. Corporation Clash within single systems. I don't know what the hell that means. Can we just get back the ability to call out somebody and duel them 1v1 with no loss?
Yeah, I think that's what this is going to be.
Is that what that's going to be?
Some sort of duel thing that you can do within your corp.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. So
and then notice they say permanent event.
Permanent, yeah. So it's coming in and it's going to stay. So hopefully it's a good one.
I could see this being like a ship testing type scenario too, where people just like, hey, I got a new fit I want to try out. Somebody fight me.
Well, I bet you, though, that's what Rocket just said a minute. It means fight in a system, corp versus corp. I hope that means, that would be great if it's like 5 guys from one corporation versus 5 guys from another corporation. That would be fine, too.
That'd be rad.
That'd be fine, too. Right?
Replace war games with that.
Exactly. But unfortunately, they're not replacing faction war games. They're going to add a new mode to faction war games called Capital Ship Mode will reopen. So the old Capital Ship Mode that we had is going to come back. I hope they tweak that because I really hated just getting random stupid modules.
I actually like the draft aspect.
Did you?
Yeah, and for capitals, because I'm never going to fly a capital, that was about the only thing interesting in there. I liked, because it tests your ability to build. I'd rather see smaller ships do that kind of thing. A cruiser with an equipment draft would be better, in my opinion, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it looks like when they bring it back out. Next thing is new arrivals to the LP store, bombs and new drones.
Wait, what?
Bombs and new drones. So the bombs, I think they're referring to as the pulse bombs that were supposed to come out way back during the April balance patch to hit drones. The new drones, I bet, is the faction drones. Which you can get through the LP store now, but maybe they're going to add some additional ones to them or make it to where you can actually make the dang things at this point. I don't know why we can't make the faction drones. And maybe when they say new drones, they also mean new fighters, as in we can make these fighters that are in the Capital Indeds now, because there's elite fighters in there. I'd love to have some of those on the carrier. And maybe there are new mining drones too. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, they say bombs. They don't say pulse bombs like they did last April. They just say bombs. So
Maybe
who
they're
knows?
getting stealth bombers.
Could be
maybe.
anything.
Could be anything.
Could be anything.
Could be stealth bomber stuff. I don't know. Could be anything at this point. Who knows? So
Man, I hope it's stealth bomber stuff.
yeah,
I know everybody wants the pulse bombs to get rid of drones, but my hounds need love, and my stockpile needs to turn into some
Diminish.
legit-
You need
Yeah.
to diminish the whole stock.
yeah. Maybe it's smart bombs. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, and the next thing for November is a balance update on ships, modules, and implants. So yet again, there's that dreaded word balance. And everybody who
Take a
gets,
shot.
yeah, everybody who gets
Yep.
upset about the April balance. Oh my God, they're only balancing thing once a year. No, they balance things all the time. And here we come. In November, we're going to see that. To me sounds major. If they say ships, modules, and implants, that's more than just one or two lines of some tweaks that they would show in an update for that week. So, and I'm sure implants are going to get nerfed all over the place. So I feel laser nerfing coming already.
Yep.
So get ready for
Yep.
that.
I'm not spending any SP or ISK or anything on implants because lasers are going to get nerfed. Just watch.
Yep. And then, of course, Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday bonuses, which means they'll have a turkey spinning wheel and a discount on anything you buy on Black Friday. That's all that means. It'll be a lucky turkey wheel. So, but that's cool. That's November. Then in
Nice.
December, even more. But wait, there's more. New ships in December. So already, after getting faxes and jump freighters just 3 weeks ago, we will have special carriers and drones in December. So not only do we get new drones in the LP store in November, we get more drones in December.
Yeah. But I think more people have focused on what they are considering as special carriers. Would this be the faction variants
Super
of the
carriers or faction
carriers
what?
or super carriers or titans or whatever the hell you call them? Yeah.
No, I don't
Well,
know
I
if
mean,
you'd call
there's a
Titan
Blood
special
Raider.
carrier, but
No, but like there's the faction like the Blood Raider and Sasha, capitals that you can get. Are they? But yet again, they say carriers and not carriers and dreads or special capitals. They don't say that.
yeah.
So maybe it's the Yang Jun. Who knows? We don't know.
I mean, they released images of what the Yangjun carrier looks like, is going to
Yep.
look like anyway, a while back.
And the battleship.
And the
Yeah.
battleship and everything else. And they asked us about 5. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be LGSB, whatever the hell that. It's going to be it's probably going to be something with the Yangjun because they asked us about 1,000,001 survey questions about the damn Yangjun and whether or not people would want that. So who knows? But that's my
How interested would you be with the Yang Jun storyline?
no, not at all.
On a scale of
Like-
1 to 5,
Yeah, on a 1 to 5 scale. Yeah.
-6.
put a 4.
I mean, I put very interested in new ships and mods, but as far as storyline type stuff, that's not me.
I would be. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see super carriers. I would love to see more capitals. I'm of the ilk that more capitals is actually probably better for this game than worse for this game. It all has its, everybody has their own opinion on that, but I honestly think that more capitals is better for the game, not worse, on balance as a whole. But with that said, I'm more of a fan of more ship variants, more so even than just new ships. And more carriers would be variants of ships, but yeah, I'd rather have. I'm sure Benzi's fuming when he hears me say more capitals, but I'm more for more ship variants. Of the ships that we have now, let's get more variants of them. So a Rifter Assault, for instance, right, or what you would call in EVE Online a T2 or T3 of a specific ship class, a frigate or whatever. We need more of those. I want more E-War in the game, things like that.
Would the Maelstrom Striker be viable in today's game? Because it was in the game, and then they took it out and replaced it with the Tempest Striker.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
There
But
should be
now.
There should be a striker variant of multiple ships. Yeah, I mean, Maelstrom would be fine.
Bring back Covops Desis.
Yeah, Covops destroyers would be great because then they could be Sino ships as well because it's a covert op, a destroyer as opposed to a covert op cruiser. I'd be fine with that. Speed up the damn destroyers, but whatever. A mock striker. Yeah, I don't know. Why not? Why not?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just variants, right? Some interesting variants, and give them all a different balance.
The variety is the spice of life.
It is. It is.
The more ships we get, the better. Like,
yeah. Okay, and then in December we also get new modules, salvage drones. So there's new salvage drones coming, bombs. So they've done bombs 2 months in a row now, and extra large weapons. And I'm told that these extra large weapons are extra large weapons for battleships to make them more viable against the capitals, which I don't know. Has anybody seen a fucking APOC striker now with the laser implant? I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though in EO, what does extra large weapons attach to? Wasn't that toward capitals?
No, I'm pretty sure they were on battleships.
Okay.
Pretty sure they were on battleships, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
Dragon, what were they on? What were extra large weapons in EVE Online on? I hope it's Haas as well. I really do. Yeah, because people will cry over that. So they were on capitals. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you really want to make things interesting. Bring the Ha into a dreadnought. That'll just really make people cry. Then, of course, they have Christmas and New Year events. They're going to have another look back on 2022, so maybe we'll get one of these. I really did like how they did that last year, where you could kind of see, what was it, the Voyage thing they called, where you could look back at some of the biggest highlights of your character's year.
Your largest lost mail.
Yeah.
And which pilot you've flown with the most,
right,
amongst other statistics. Yeah, very curious. There was one I was talking with a courtmate about how much ISK that I've made in my career.
How much you've mined.
Yeah. Or, I mean, mined, you could be in the billions of M3. Is that, I suppose that could be a thing to brag about.
Mm-hmm. I used to be able to brag about that, but I haven't mined almost nothing all year long. I totally skilled out of it on my main.
But so, like in today's game, is that something to be really proud about, or would it be more of an interesting number to find out how much ISK you've made from ratting or selling items on the market?
Yeah.
Or just ISK going through your wallet for whatever reason.
How much money you've paid in taxes?
Yeah.
There you
go. how much money I know how much money I've paid in loans. I don't want to see that number again, but I suppose the game doesn't know that.
Yeah, I think more data is always useful. It'd just be interesting to look back and see, as much as possible.
Yeah, I always like those stats. I'm a numbers geek when it comes to things like that. So anything you can do with statistics, I'm intrigued by. Okay, so VFK updates. So there's visual effects coming. A big update for that in December as well. So that's kind of a surprise to me. That's going to be cool. Then there's a Concord Pass Season 14, of course. And then there's another Inscription of the Galaxy Season 6.
Wait.
Yeah. So who knows what the hell that means. Statistics? Yeah, I know I said it on purpose. Yeah, statistics. Statistics, yeah. It's a little bit of, anyway. And then in January, the last little part on the Trello map that's there for now. And so January 2023, here's another little one that's intriguing. Brand new crossover event. We haven't ever had a crossover event in this game. They've tested some of that out on EVE Online, which looked really freaking stupid. Who in the hell wanted Doctor Who in EVE Online? Isn't that something they did? I'm pretty sure they did this Doctor Who thing on EVE Online. But anyway.
I think they did a number of them.
Yeah.
Like 3 different ones.
Yeah. Or Doctor Who. Was it?
It was Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I heard good and bad about it. Like, I don't know. I heard the event itself was fun. I didn't really participate or anything. I poked my head into EO, saw all the menu items and said, nah, this ain't for me, and bailed. But I know they've done crossovers for that. I just hope it's not with something, cringe.
I'm gonna say something totally cringe. I hope the crossover event is something with a brand type of thing, and so then there's a skin for it. I remember going around a while, exactly, Rocket. I remember going around for a while, someone showing off a skin of an APOC from EVE Online. I don't know if it was a real skin, if it was a mock-up. It was probably a mock-up, but it was white and pink with a Hello Kitty sticker on the side of it, and I just loved that. I loved the idea of being able to put that on a ship in this game. So it'd be hysterical to do something like that.
Azure Lane or something, you know. I could see it being something real niche and real like awkward. I would absolutely love it if it was a crossover with World of Warships. That'd be hilarious and wonderful. Gundam would be rad. Hello Kitty would be rad. Like, there's a bunch of different things that'd be
you
cool.
can set that up as its own little market within the game and just make money off of that. Like, oh, if you want Hello Kitty on your ship, here you go. Here's a skin for that. Here's 99 cents.
Right.
No, in our look, it's gonna
whatever
be,
variant.
Watch it be Warhammer or something like that.
You want
Watch it be
Tiggo Biddies? You can
Fortnite.
do that too. Put Tiggo Biddies on the side of your ship. That'd be hilarious. You know, the Nidhogger's perfect for that with the flat sides. So
that'd be cool.
I want windows. I want windows on my Nidhogger. Make it look like a house. Get
Where's
some
the chimney?
trim on there.
Where's the shingles? Yeah, make it look like shingles, right, for the side with a chimney. Okay, next thing on the Trello map, fresh map for the Dormant Realm. So they are going to refresh Dormant Realms and make them look different on the inside, which is nice. You have to do those a lot. That's good. And brand new implants will come with that. Brand new implants in January. So whether those, someone keeps begging, when are they going to do industry implants? When are they going to do industry implants? I'm sure that's coming, where all of a sudden your Cov 2 will mine as fast as a Rorqual will, you know? So
Well, maybe not even in that sense, but maybe in manufacturing percentage, right? Instead of getting what's the max, 102%.
Well, not only that, but there are certain things that you can't increase your reverse engineering on. If you want to make a nanocore for the green or blue in the game, like your max percentage is 36% or something stupid like that. You spend billions to try to make a nanocore for a Nidhogger, and it just goes out the door because it's a 36% chance of succeeding. So maybe that's something that they can add an implant for your RE ability, right? So I'm fine with that. That's more implants is fine. More broader range of implants, is fine.
You can't even use data for that, can you?
No, you can't do jack shit. Well, no, you can't do anything for it.
Ugh, gross.
Yep. So, and then on top of all of that, in January we'll get a new nanocore. So it won't be a reiteration of some of the nanocores that we've had before, but it'll be a brand new one. And then on top of that, there'll be tradable purple nanocores. Now, I don't know if that means the existing purple nanocores that we have will be tradable, or if there's yet another new nanocore that's also purple that is tradable, or what they're doing there. But they say tradable purple nanocores. So to me, that could read a lot of different ways. It could just mean all purple nanocores are now tradable. I don't know. It should have been tradable from the beginning.
Oh, one of the things that I forgot to mention during the bots thing, Jarmog's bot is still manually done. So
So he's the only one.
he's the only one that's allowed. That's legit. The more tradable, the better. We need more purple. Like, I don't know. It'd be good. I agree with you. I was seeing popped in my head.
Yeah.
I was seeing in Alliance chat someone had a capital opt box for a purple nanocore, and he saw the Trello and he's like, well, I'm just gonna wait until that update and see if he could trade it. He could sell it.
Yeah. Why not?
And that's gonna be billions, but somebody will probably buy it if it's a guaranteed nanocore for whatever ship that they want to put it on, especially if it's a capital.
I've repoed a few of mine to get the cylinders and chips out of them.
I would love to be able to sell my my Vindy Death Wish. I'm not going to repro that, and I don't intend to buy more keys. But
yeah, that'd be a good one. That'd be worth some money, sure. Hold on to it until January, and maybe you can.
I hope so.
Yep.
That's it on the Trello roadmap for the next 3 months. That's a lot. If you look at what's happened so far between August and now, a lot of shit's changed between August and now. Just a lot of stuff. And over the next 3 months, that much and more is going to change with
Well, look at all this stuff that they dropped from out of nowhere. Freaking jump freighters, and then
faxes and capital
faxes, and then
indents.
gates, and all this, like, what,
Yeah, just out of the blue.
They are giving us content.
They are left and right, more than we can handle. It's too fast, if you ask me. If I really be honest,
fast.
They're releasing it just a tad bit. I like surprises too, Rocket, but I think it's a little fast. Just slow down just a touch. Let the markets catch up. Let players catch up. Let the meta catch up just a little bit. Even if it's just a couple of weeks more between each one of these major things. But whatever.
I disagree. I can't wait. I'm excited. It's made me excited for November, especially. Gas pedal. Let's see it.
All right. Yeah. So that was it for the Trello, and then touch on this. We didn't get to it last week because, of course, we didn't have a show. But Krymson, you wanted to touch on the Moby.api Eve stats bot from Mario, and you had I guess a written interview from him that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I reached out to Mario, and I got the following. Let me make sure everything's cool here.
Well,
I'm gonna post it in on our chat so everybody can see the back and forth. But what were you gonna say?
For people that don't know what this is, can you explain that?
So, Echoes.mobi, from what I understand, is a new tool that tracks the market. It's very similar to Jarmog's market tools. He also has some he also has some links to other content creators. Actually, I kind of went down the rabbit hole because of my conversation with him on Brother Sparrow and his work. I really like his writing style. He's got a lot of really short things, but I don't know very much about the tool itself. So that's what the interview was supposed to reveal. It's too long for Discord. Dang it, Discord. It's still too long for Discord. Hold on.
Just read it.
I
screenshot it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I can't read.
The Alliance Market thing, I put the link in the chat. So, ooh boy. Failed to crop kill Mel. That's funny. It does have a kill board on it, and that's kind of its biggest feature in my mind, because the planetary finder, everybody has one of those. Material calculator, lots of different ways to get that, but it's okay. The Market Alliance or Alliance Market thing seems kind of clunky to me. Maybe that's because I haven't played with it too much. But the kill board itself is where the meat and potatoes is. It's really nice looking and looks like a global kill board should look. So yeah, do you want me to read this, or Krymson, if you're not going to, or what? You got it?
So I posted it. I was just waiting for you to finish your point.
Sorry.
I posted it on our chat so everybody can read along if they want. But basically opened asking a bit about himself, his history with Echoes, and what got him into tool development. And I don't know what Mario sounds like, but I'll do my best impression. Let's first introduce myself. As you most probably know by now, my name is Mario Penderman. I'm an official content creator for Eve Echoes. I am not. Enjoy. Together with my wife and 2 children, I live in a small town somewhere in the Netherlands. Rad. I was at the age of 12 when I started developing software. Of course, I was building basic websites at first, but after more than 15 years, I've taught myself the way of coffee and code. For me, it has always been a way of escaping life. This year, I achieved the age of 30, and I'm still going strong writing software as a day-to-day job. Back to Echoes. With the experience of EVE Online in my pocket, I jumped straight into game when it launched, starting in Providence, as that's where I left off when I quit EVE Online. After half a year of care bearing in Providence, the Alliance Mars, which I was a part of, moved to Fountain in search of more thrill. Fountain has it. Quickly, we found a new home in Das Boop territory. After the fall of Pantheon, RIP, Mars merged the whole alliance into a single new corporation called Twix and joined GenFed. It didn't take very long before GenFed collapsed after Pantheon. Unfortunately, right now I'm part of the fearsome alliance Burr, where I'm in the lead of everything IT. Nice. So that's just the answer to the first question. Thoughts on that, y'all?
No, I mean, he, that sounds familiar. I started off in Providence as well when I started in the game, and then we moved out of there. Unfortunate for him, he went to the two places that were both going to die.
Yeah.
So, but no.
1-2 punch there.
Yep. Nope. It's happened to a lot of people. So keep going.
Yeah. Rambo, anything?
No, yeah, continue.
For those who haven't seen your posts, what's the tool called and where can it be found? Is what I asked him next. And he said, I'm maintaining a website for Eve Echoes, which hosts many different tools to make the game even more fun. Latest addition to the website is a global kill board, which we talked about a little bit earlier, dedicated to make it the most accurate and easy to use leaderboard for Eve Echoes. In the near future, I will launch a weekly competition where players can take a shot at winning free Duo Omega.
Nice. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. The website is listed as echoes.mobi as a result there. I'm going to keep going. Do you follow any content creators? What kinds of content do you think the game needs? And he says, I do not have a subscription to any particular content creator, but I follow the feeds in the official Eve Echoes Discord. I want to thank all of the content creators that create awesome content for the community. That was a mouthful. Regarding the question on what the game needs, I'm not sure. One thing I personally would like to see is wormholes. Not the nihilist space we have right now. I love to explore the unknown. Man, I would love wormholes.
That would be fun.
Yeah. What is your playstyle? What are your in-game goals? And he said, mostly jack of all trades. Right now, my goal is to be able to fly those new capital logistics ships. Nice.
You just fit in so well, Crimson. I don't know what the hell you just said. Capital logistics ships.
Capital logistics ships.
All in one word, though. He said all in one word.
I mean, did you have a Jack and Coke before you started saying that? That's what it sounded like. It's great.
A little bit of a slur there. Yeah. Hold on. Let me wet my whistle here. Maybe that'll help or make it worse. We'll see. Any thoughts on the current political state of the game is what I asked him next. And he said, I prefer to stay away from all the political games being played. No opinion here.
Probably smart.
Yep, safe bet there. What new or additional content would you like to see in game? He already mentioned wormholes, but he also said, I'd love to see the hacking game finally implemented next to additional exploration content in general. I'm going to agree with him on that exploration content, but I'm going to disagree with the hacking game.
Oh, it needs to be more to actually opening up a box and just sitting there cycling and you doing nothing. Needs to be more to it than that.
It needs to be a mini game, right?
It needs to be a mini game, but please, for the love of God, don't be the same mini game or type of mini game or even look anything remotely like what they put out for the damn cruiser, the Enforcer. Oh my Lord!
No, it's going to be a 1,000-piece puzzle on screen.
Well, I like.
It'll be a board game just for Crimson.
I like the mini game in EO. It's a good logic puzzle, and it's cool how it's displayed. It's its own little language, but it's also a barrier to entry in a lot of ways. I mean, Elite Dangerous gets by just fine with the way exploration works in it, the scanning and the decrypting there, and it doesn't lose any wonder. Yeah, like the Thargoids are still a thing. I like the idea of more content added in, but I also don't want to go helmet down when I'm pulling boxes. It's safer not to have the mini game. That's my only real opposition there. Which is that's kind of a weak thing to argue, but I'm gonna keep going.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
Got any war stories you'd like to share? I asked, and he said, I fought in many battles, including the famous Mario versus Honk War. Fountain, I still love you. No comments.
That's a good one sentence right there. It's really two, but it's good.
Mm-hmm. Last question I asked him is, how many people support you? And his response was, everyone is welcome to join on Discord and discuss the features of echoes.mobi using the link below. You can also find me on Patreon to help me cover the monthly costs to keep all service free of charge and without advertisements. So I jumped on to the Discord server. He posts updates every now and then. It looks like about once a week is what I've seen. So I'd like Jarmog, you might want to reach out to him and see about collabing and stuff. Him and any of the other. Because the more tools we have available to us, the more rich I feel a lot of the content is going to become, or is going to stay.
Jarmog's looking for a new corp again.
Rip. was gonna say I like the layout of this website
I do.
that Mario has here, and like I can go. He's got his kill board here, and it gives. I separated it out by corporation, so RTI is number 1 on the list here, and you can click into their view corporation. Oh, well, we found a bug. Oops, an error occurred, a server error. So it looks like he's got to fix that.
Rip.
Yep, just did that to me too.
Okay, so the second person on the list, Loco Corp, you can actually click into their corporation, and you can see all the kill mails that they get.
Yeah, you can see where
that they've posted.
Red
Hey,
one,
look,
Red one died.
Yeah. When the hell was that?
2 guys from Mate died.
Yeah, you can see your corp mates' lost mails on here rather than
About
the
5 died.
combat log.
But you know what I love about this? This is one thing I love about this. Somebody in my corp said this the other day, because you can go over here and look at the player list, and you can scroll down and see who's got the top kills, right? And then what their kills are. One of those, number 14, is our friend Ron Solo, who likes to just go around all over the place.
Is he really? Oh man,
he's a tough PvPer. But what's great about this is I now have a time and date and location of his pattern. He has a pattern to him, and now I know what his pattern is all over the place. And
nice. You going Ron hunting, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes is he going to take a left or a right, and you just wait for the next intel ping.
That's correct. Yep. So.
Yep.
It's fun. It's it's always just another tool, right, to up your game. Oh, he killed a couple of Ret Sea guys.
Bounty hunting.
Yeah, more Ret Sea guys. More Ret Sea guys. He likes to be over in Fountain, apparently.
Well, it's nice to see that he's at least getting other content rather than scrubbing SHH all the time.
Well, I love guys like this who still go around solo like this, and really, there's another Red One guy who died. Who really try hard to continue doing that solo PvP thing. It's very difficult to do. You can have a lot of kills like this, but man, the amount of time it takes to get that, because you can roam around for a while and just not get anybody, and not even have anybody who wants to stick around to fight you. I mean, so kudos to these guys who do this and give us some content and give us, someone to, you can't get better at what you're doing unless you have something to put yourself against, right? No one improves themselves in a vacuum. So, this is good. I love this. This is awesome. Yeah, I saw that. I scrolled past that one too. We're trying to, the Noctis, the 4.2 billion piece of shit Noctis. Exactly. He runs solo. He does it all by himself. He's actually, like Vetemune used to do. Although now Vetemune, when he does it, he's got 2 or 3 with him. He never does it solo in his SFI anymore. He's not even in the SFI. Sometimes he's in an RB covert ops.
He's got groupies.
He's got groupies that go with him.
I call them groupies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you're under that label, but it's basically what you are.
Yeah. So that's true. So it's but whatever. It's still fun.
Yeah. I've been keeping a running conversation going with Axel. He's pretty rad. I like Axel and Vetemune, both of them. I think there's places in space for both styles of hunting. Small fleet is rad. I love the intricacies that come with that. Like, you can tackle more interesting targets, but there's something to be said for the chutzpah that, like, going solo into a random situation and not really knowing what you're going to get every time, and consistently doing that he's been playing for ages, right, Ron?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So if you look at what's great about this is on the player side, you can go and look at overall daily, monthly, right? And so for the last week, this is a great, easy way for us to just do an automated, who's got the top kills of the week. And so far for this week, Ron has got 43 kills at 35.5 billion.
Jeez.
That's
he's
crazy.
An animal.
Yep. So even though I know multiple members of mine have killed him in the last week, it doesn't matter. He's ISK positive. He's 35.5 billion, for God's sakes. So.
And I was gonna note that he's most likely ISK positive.
Oh yeah,
even
for sure.
We see him. My corp kills him. Your corp kills him. These corps that he's out hunting, they kill him too.
Sure.
But he's still ISK positive.
Mm-hmm.
That's hustle right there. Like,
yes,
Them daredevils ain't cheap.
Captain Ciena's number 2 with 2 kills at 29 billion. Only 2 kills. Well, he got the kill on a Citadel. That's why. 2 Citadels. He was in a Dreadnought. Holy shit. 2 different Citadels? Is this the same thing over again, or is this the same one? Nope, those are different. Those are different. I can't quite.
So anyway, the tool is cool.
Yeah, the tool's cool.
The tool is cool.
If you put it on your Discord, there is a way to do that. You don't have to just go to this website to update those screenshots. You can put this on your Discord and use the command /EE, and it'll upload. It does get a little. Those are his own Citadels. That's funny. It does get a little wonky sometimes, but it does. Yeah, exactly like that. But it does. For the most part, it works. At least it's something, because Oxalus is dead. There is no more Oxalus.
Man, PM Blue.
It's totally dead.
Rip.
Yeah, as of 2 days ago, it finally just boom,
completely
doesn't
just
kill
went
mail,
bye-bye.
parse, nothing. So.
Well, yeah, and the more tools available, the better. Jarmog's contest comes to mind. I just came into the lead. I'm finally beating out a Sheev as of yesterday. But I would love to see more contests in that line, like in that style, especially through echoes.mobi. That'd be rad. Yeah, the fact that he's talking about like competitions and Omega actually giving rewards for going out and doing content, like that is genuine content creation right there, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, that is the echoes.mobi.
Did you want to touch on the capital N-deads real quick too?
Yeah, I can do it real quick because boy, we're already.
Yep, we're at the 2-hour point.
We're already at the 2-hour point. So there's some people are going to call this a bug. Some people are going to call this a feature. Some people will say this is working as intended. I think there's a real problem with the capital N-deads. So as you know, a few weeks back, those dropped. That's how we're getting our fax debris. For all the different main factions, the Empire factions anyway. They spawn anywhere, all over the place. Well, when one spawns somewhere, then 3 other gates are spawning somewhere across the map as well. So some of these things will look like they're spawning naturally into a side room. Otherwise, you can now push a button at your Citadel if you have a pirate detection array upgraded to level 3 to spawn it yourself, to run it right there in your own system. They don't go away after maintenance, by the way. They stay up. So if you just spawn one and let it sit there, you can let it sit there for an entire week. I don't even know how long, but it seems like forever. Until that main room, the second room, what it calls the danger room, I guess, when you're in there. Until that's cleared, it stays up. Seems like it stays up forever. So now one of the problems that's happening here is you can loot them. Someone can come in and loot what you're doing very easily without having, which is fine. I think that's fine that people can come and loot. But you can't kill them. Because once you jump in through the main gate, you're invulnerable up to 20 or 30 seconds. Nobody can shoot you. Nobody can lock you. That person in the ship can't shoot or lock you. They can drop bubbles, though, and they can loot. So a Scepter can fly in there super fast, go right up next to everything that you're shooting, grab loot, turn around and go back out the gate, and you can never have a chance to lock him or shoot him. He's invulnerable the entire time, even when he loots, because he's coming and going super fast. The other thing, too, is when you're jumping in and out like that, because of the invulnerability, you can literally use the gate itself to put up bubbles nonstop both sides of the gate so that the Capitals can't get the hell out. And you can't shoot the dictors or Hictors that are dropping the bubbles. They're invulnerable. They just keep jumping the gate, and there's that time lag, and you can't kill them. So to me, everything in this game has to have a counter, and if there's something designed in a way that gives you 0 counter whatsoever to shoot something, and for the longest time I thought Scepters were a little overpowered because there's no way to stop them and there's no way to shoot them, but then again, I did learn how to put targeting rigs on a Tornado 2 and one-shot them at the gate before they can autopilot away. So that's a good counter. So I'm okay with that. But in this case, they're in an invulnerability state, and you can't do anything to them. So it's genius that somebody figured that out and it's doing it. So kudos to them for the creativity. But I think there needs to be a little bit of a change there to where The two changes that need to be made is if you want to put a module activated, then you lose your invulnerability status. If you go loot something, then your invulnerability status goes away. If you start dropping a bubble by you activating your mods, then your invulnerability status goes away as well. That probably needs to change.
Bring your own looter. BYOL. Like,
oh yeah, sure you are. I mean, people are, but it doesn't matter because they can still get in there and grab things faster than you can. So
this is for thieves and gankers,
yeah,
specifically,
no.
not your own looters. Yeah, your own looters, like, okay, that's one thing, but
so you can get in there before they even have the opportunity, right? Like your own interceptors can dip in, grab stuff, and get out.
True, and then you can beat them. You can beat them at their own game. True, but sometimes, only sometimes. Right. So if you got 4 or 5 different debris dropping at the same time and you're trying to go in and out constantly, they can be going in and out constantly. Well, which is fine. I don't mind the mechanic that somebody can come and try to steal your loot. That's fine. But you should have some sort of a counter to it. And you can't because they're invulnerable. Once you loot something, you should be vulnerable. Once you've activated a module, you should be vulnerable.
The counter is you get some chucklehead and a probe with a cloak, and you sit them right there next to the box, but not so far off. So once and you do that for all of the boxes, and
it's not a box; it's debris. I can tell you haven't done this before, but that's no. So it's
rip.
Yeah.
So do the same thing. Just loot it yourself.
I understand that, Crimson, and we do that, right? But again, there's no counter to stop somebody from stealing it. Like I can go do that all over the map, and we do, and that's fine. So, but if they're invulnerable, right? So there's literally nothing you can do. There's jack shit you can do to stop them.
Good.
So
that's small ship content, baby. That's something that small ships can do that nobody else can.
I guess I would say I'd be fine with that if they didn't also include them being able to drop dictor bubbles or activate their bubble in a Hictor.
Yeah, I'm less a fan of that one. That one kind of sucks. So wait, these are gates and you can prevent them from warping out? I thought they were dead spaces, right?
Yeah, it's like a dead space. You can go into the dead space.
Nihilist dead space.
It's like a nihilist dead space, yep, but for capitals, yep.
Huh. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, spawn one off your Citadel there, Crimson.
Yeah.
And
oh,
see if
man.
you can do it.
When you do spawn them, they do show up on the map, so everybody in the regional area can see where one is spawned, which makes for a really nice counter mechanic for PvP to happen at the capital level. So I do.
Well, I know all the tuna fans are watching too, so.
Oh, man. Yeah,
I do like that, Slippy. Yeah, I like how they show up on the map. It makes for a good counter mechanic. Yep.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, it's a rule for small ships, and I am desperate for scraps. So
yeah,
I don't want to change that at all.
No, I mean I think that's fine that looters can go in there and try to loot and do things quickly and try their best not to get shot. I just don't think they should be invulnerable. Like there's no way to even lock them or target them. Like just being completely, 100% safe is a bit much in my opinion. So.
Tackle them on the outside. Like I disagree that
you can't tackle a scepter with on the outside when it lands and goes in immediately. That's like saying go and tackle a scepter on the outside of a regular gate. But anyway.
Yeah, while it's on autopilot.
Exactly.
It's not happening.
Yeah. So anyway, they're just like I said, everything needs to have some sort of a counter. And whenever there's an imbalance to the point to where there's absolutely zero counter to something, I think there probably needs to be someone to look at it and explain something and make an adjustment. So anyway, that's my only 2 cents on the cap indeds. I think they're a wonderful addition to the game, having a lot of fun doing them. Yeah, bombs. Maybe the bombs will be the counter to that, where you can just throw a bomb in front of their face. Oh, God, I can't wait to use the bombs.
Maybe you could just shoot the gate and destroy the gate and fucking rob the corp of their undead. I don't know.
Just pick up their own trash as you go.
I wish you could just blow up the gates. I wish you could blow up structures too, but that's a whole nother story. So.
Yeah. So anyway, you want to talk about that a little bit. And then the one last thing before we get to the game was another big topic that happened this week was no boots dead from the Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I asked Immortals Rage, CEO of Dead, case nobody knew, for the sauce. And he was saying that he's going to get back to me on that probably by next week, because I don't know if he's accumulating, I don't know, information or whatever else, but whatever happened with that, he's going to get back to me. It's probably Damon. Damon might have some more info on that as well. But that was interesting when I heard about that.
Slippy.
I mean,
That was good.
Chicken wants to tell the story, but I mean, he's in Who. I don't know if he's an official spokesperson for Dead. We're just monitoring the on-air chat here.
Yep, just reading as it goes. It's a totally back and forth.
I think Honk literally has a class that they type for typing for all of their members, that when they're having a conversation with somebody, they have to make sure that they can never use more than 4 or 5 words in one line before they hit enter and then type the next line. It's funny.
Huh. So we'll probably
PvP
touch
tactic,
on that.
exactly.
See? And it's never more than 4. See?
There it is. I know.
Exactly.
That's funny.
That's going to be Slippy's thing from now on. For as long as he can go with it, he's always going to type in 4-word
There
sentences.
it is. There it is.
That's great. All right. That's it for our community news and whatnot for this week. And Krymson, you got a Jeopardy game that we're going to play. And how many people do we need for teams?
Up to you. How many? We can do teams of 3, teams of 2. However, really many you guys want to herd. I'm gonna get the stream up. So
I like teams of 3 because I need the odds.
all right.
Yeah, they got space lawyer hot dog. You're always going to lose.
Okay. Hopefully this is coming up.
Ooh.
Can y'all see it?
I'm
Watch
trying
the
to find
stream.
you here.
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
There's the stream. All right. This is going to be a bit of an experiment. I haven't actually run through this in any capacity, but grab your teammates, guys. You're going to need them.
All right. Who wants to be on my team?
Bacon, you wanna join, buddy? Bacon's always good.
And between Taylor and I, we have no idea like what any of this is going to be, so it's
No
completely new to us.
Yeah, I kept it really close to the chest. What all's going in here? I'll tell you a little bit about the categories once you guys have your teams assembled. But
All right. Well, who's on whose team? Because I see Taylor's racking up all the people here.
Bacon's. they couldn't go with the winner, baby. I just.
No, hey, let them be on my team. I'm sick of you winning.
So I'll
Gotta
take
mix it up
Bacon.
every now
I got Bacon, and then who else? Yadashi, you want to be on my team too, or you want to be on Rambo's team? Maybe make it fair. We'll be sure. Okay, there you go. So I got Yadashi, and I got Bacon. There you go. There's my 3. Me and my
Okay.
2 guys.
Who do I got?
You can have
Yeah,
Lelouch.
Lelouch. Okay, I'll take Lelouch.
There you go. You'll take Lelouch.
We have a third for Team Rambo. Do we get to name teams?
sure,
Krymson?
if you want. Yeah, we can change those. Team Rambo.
Oh
you
yeah.
want?
I don't know yet. that was just off the cuff. I don't know.
Who else
Okay,
is
I
going to
see
be on
Lelouch.
Rambo's team?
All right.
Dave Monsell. He's driving right now, probably. He may not. it may not be safe for him to. Is it Lord Dragon? Lord Dragon, you wanna be on my team there?
There you go.
Bud?
Dragon's on Rambo's team.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
We'll just be
Gotta
the
find him
Ricks
in
on
the
my
chat.
team.
Okay.
We'll just be the Ricks. So that's Yudashi, Bacon, and myself.
You guys are all unmuted, by the way. So if you want to do a mic check or anything, say hi. Or not.
Hello.
Yeah, we know my mic works.
Yep, your mic works.
Why did I have to get Dragon?
Shut up, Lelouch.
Oh, I feel some.
I will fucking murder you.
This is intense
I've been
already.
waiting for round 2.
Good luck, Rambo.
Okay, all right.
That's teamwork right there. All right.
Team Rambo. Okay.
Oh boy.
Call our team First Blood because I
There you
have
go.
a feeling we're gonna be slaughtering each other here.
Yep. That's
All
pretty
right.
good.
If you only knew, buddy. If you only knew.
All right. So what's going on, Crimson? How do we play this?
So basically, you pick a category and then a score, and I reveal the question. And for Jeopardy, you're supposed to answer it like, "What is X? What is Y?" I give you the answers, and you ask the questions. And if you get the right question, if you say the right thing to match the clue, you get the points. Is how it works.
How do we determine who goes first?
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10.
I was thinking
How
about
do you
doing
queue up?
I was thinking
Like
about doing
buzzer
rock
in.
paper scissors in a GIF in on-air chat.
I mean,
Huh? Rock paper scissors.
you guys want to do it?
Taylor, do a rock
Why
paper
don't we
scissors
just have
in
a
the GIF.
robot?
Right.
In a
Oh
GIF?
yeah, I think
rock paper scissors in the GIF.
do
All
rock
right.
paper scissors though in a GIF. Okay.
Okay. So you drop one, I drop one, right? You ready?
Yep.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1, go. Oh,
Alrighty.
we
What are
both
the odds of
dropped
that?
scissors. That's hilarious.
Scissor me. And yeah. Okay.
All right, let's try it again.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
What the hell? How do we both do
No.
that one?
No, that's just horrible. That's horrible.
That's hilarious.
That's horrible. All right, here we go
I
again.
can't believe rock paper scissors is gonna be this difficult.
Freaking hard. All right, 3, 2.
Hold on, I'm not ready yet.
Okay. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1,
1.
drop.
There we go.
You got me.
Okay.
There we go.
You got me. All right, so first
Finally.
blood goes first.
Okay.
All right. So first blood, what's it going to be? Shit by any other name? Echoes from the back? Throwing a fit? 4-letter words? Or corporate addresses?
Corporate addresses. That's interesting. Let's do corporate addresses for 30.
All right. Corporate addresses for 30. OG owns sovereignty in one of these systems.
Oh shit.
Oh,
God.
do you need the 5 letters, including or the 5, whatever, including the tag? Because I have no idea.
I think I just gave like really broad general for this one. It was the region, I believe.
I know they are over in Wicked Creek.
No, you got 2 guys on your team. You can talk about it. I'm sure. That's
got
why
teammates.
that's why the teammates are there.
I
Put in what is?
He is. Lelouch.
OG owns sovereignty in one of these systems.
Well, there's also Detroit.
Yudashi,
Deterid.
you're on my team.
Yeah, there's also Detroit.
Yadashi, you're on the wrong. Hey, I mean, okay, sure. You got the game map up?
So is Wicked Creek your answer? What is Wicked Creek?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know any of the systems at the top of my head.
What is Wicked
I know
Creek? Detroit. So you got it
Really?
right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Nice.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
30 points to first blood. And
job.
you move on. And there
Wow.
you go.
I was expecting like one tac E -3
Yeah,
or
it
something.
said system, man. I figure you'd want an exact system.
Here's the way this is going to go. I'm going to cue off of whoever says, what is X? That's going to be the answering thing. Because the Ricks can steal at any time. If you guys say, what is blank on the answer, you can steal from First Blood. Just like they can steal from you. It's a free-for-all. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot the rules of Jeopardy. We've been playing all these other games.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So we get to pick another one. Let's do corporate addresses for 20.
The faction that owns Devoid.
What is Angel?
Incorrect.
Fuck.
Who was that? Was that First Blood?
Does he get minus points? That was it, First Blood?
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was First Blood. That was Dragon. That was Dragon on First Blood.
Does that mean we get minus points?
You get minus 20. Okay.
Really, Dragon?
You gonna take a swing at it?
I mean, he had a pretty good answer, honestly. I don't...
What did he say?
Oh, if it's not Angel, what is Sancha? Or Blood Raider? I don't fucking know. Ignore me.
No, those guys are too west.
Oh, wait. Is it Serpentis?
No, that's Fate, Cloud Ring, Outer Ring, Syndicate, and Fountain.
Wait. Can you?
I'm gonna say you guys have run out of time here.
It can be what is Sancho or Blood Raider. So Amar, yeah.
What is Amar?
Yep. What is Amar is the right answer. A little late there, but yeah. Better luck next time.
Okay, so since nobody got that, I guess we get to pick another one.
Yep,
Let's do.
Why wouldn't it go to the Ricks then if you didn't get it in a row? How's that work?
Well, you didn't get it either.
No, we didn't answer. We let you hang yourself.
Right, and it's
but we ran out of time.
It's whoever got it right.
You didn't send it to the
all
other
right,
team.
All right, gotcha.
4-letter words for 30.
Surprise PvP.
What is a gank?
All right, who was that? Was that
Bacon.
First Blood?
That was Bacon.
No, it was a Rick.
Rick.
Bacon. Yep. What is a gank is the correct answer.
Very good.
All right, Rick, it's your choice.
A ship by any other name for 50.
80s Gang Odyssey, come out and play, yay.
Jesus Christ.
Stratios? Or what is Stratios? Is that it? How do I answer?
That's incorrect.
Take points. Take 50 from him.
Well done, Lelouch. Well done, bro. Come out and play.
80s.
What the fuck?
What?
A ship by any other name?
People call a ship something related to this?
So these are actually
That's a movie reference from like the Warriors or something, you know. But
yes.
Fuck.
Drones or ships, yep.
So it's a ode to the stealth bomber is what it is.
No. All right, incorrect.
Is it drones or ships? What is a drone?
It's a drone. Yeah.
Well, then that'd be what is a warrior?
Warrior, yeah. Warriors come out and play.
Yeah. So who got
it? First Blood.
You have redeemed yourself. It is.
Yeah.
Because Dragon had that first. Yeah.
It's good being old Lelouch.
All right. Next question.
Oh, just.
Okay, so First Blood got that. A ship by any other name for 40.
Fuck.
The end of a civilization.
Apocalypse.
Oh.
What is Apocalypse?
It's Apocalypse.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good job.
You didn't add the points.
The Apocalypse?
There you go.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Echoes from the back for 10.
Officer Crazy.
What the?
What?
Officer Crazy.
Who is Michael
What
J.D.?
is the Diplo?
Is that your answer?
No.
Okay.
That was posted in on-air chat. He's repeating.
Nice.
So they're crazy. I can't
so
say I know
confused.
anything about this one. At least
You guys
not
give
that I
up?
remember.
No.
I'll let the beeper go.
What is Captain Benji?
What?
So let me explain this category a bit. I took a whole bunch of content creator names and then changed them slightly. If you remember in our conversation with Captain
Yes,
Benji
you're
at the
right.
very beginning, his name means crazy.
Yep.
And a captain is an officer. So what is
Yep.
Captain Benzi?
Damn it! We should have known that. I literally listened to that earlier today.
Yep. That does make decent sense, actually.
That does make sense. Yes. Okay.
The rest should be a little bit. Well, we'll see.
Okay. Let's try it again. It is my turn to pick it, right?
Sure, go for it.
Since nobody got it.
Yeah.
Echoes from the back for 20.
Sounds rebound around the Eve Gate.
Sounds
I
rebound.
have to rely on my teammates with this one.
Jesus.
I'm blanking, man.
Holy crap.
Lelouch?
I'm too young for this.
No, I don't think you are. This is about content creators, you said.
What?
Yep. The name of the show is another way of saying this.
What is Echoes from the Front?
Incorrect.
Yeah, shit. I knew I was going to lose that. Damn it.
Oh, wait. What's the name of the show? Echoes of New Eden? What is Echoes of New Eden?
That's correct.
Damn it. Once again, somebody called out the other show instead of ours.
Wow, fuck, man.
Yeah. Wait a
Hey,
minute. What's
Dragon
this
is
show?
being useful.
What show are you on?
I know that's right.
Okay.
Oh man. All right.
Oh, Lord.
I have no idea how those two things go together, by the way.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
completely
So sounds
confused.
rebound is an
Yeah.
echo, and then New Eden.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It makes sense now that you say it
Jeez,
after the
I'm-
fact, but I mean, it's 11. It's midnight here. I mean, holy shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm having to
that's
think a little
robust
bit
too.
harder than usual with these. Okay. 4-letter words for 40.
Market.
Shop. What is shop?
What is Jita?
The Rick's got it.
Damn it.
Nice.
What is Judah?
Yeah.
Shop is also a 4-letter word for market, but this is Echoes related, unfortunately.
Yep.
I'll give you the points back.
No, you can't do that.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
All right.
No, it's wrong. Yeah, it was wrong, but
Fair play. Fair play. Rick's, it's you.
4-letter words for 10.
The most common minerals nickname.
What is Trit?
what is trit?
Judges. Rambo,
What
I
is
think it was the
Trit?
other guy. Who was that?
The bacon.
We had like 3 people say it. So.
Yeah,
It
2
was-
Ricks and
uh,
a...
right
Bacon said it first, but he didn't say what is it. So,
Yeah, I said what is straight right afterwards.
but Rambo said it before you. But as soon as he said it, you said it.
I'm gonna give it to both of you.
Okay, I'll pick the next one then.
Yep. What is Trit is correct.
So 4-letter words for 20.
Bending space to travel.
What is
What is
John?
warp?
What is warp?
I heard Rambo. Everybody got that one. I heard Rambo first there, but very.
Lord Dragon was really late on that. He was robotic.
Yep.
Flag.
There's delaying, man. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm
Dragon, I
calling.
got
I'm
that
calling that
before
was
you.
a delay.
That's gonna tie it up. I say.
Yep.
We can
Rambo,
review the
your
play.
pick.
Okay. We'll do 4-letter words for 50.
Missiles do this.
What is Splode?
What is boom?
What is
Explode
fire?
does not have 4 letters. Boom does, but is not the answer here.
Yeah.
So you got to take it off them too. You took points from us. You take it from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
What is hang?
Hang.
What the?
Holy
Fuck.
So
shit.
this was a bad one. This was probably an awkward question.
Yeah.
Why are the missiles named Gallows?
Because they hang.
Oh, because they hang. I get it now.
That's the one benefit that missiles have over every other weapon in the game is they hang. There's time that they take for transit, which is why you can do fadeaway shots and.
Oh
cool
yeah,
things.
yeah.
But that was an awkward question.
So when the rat dies, the missiles just disappear in space too. So you have to wait for another cycle.
Yeah, they whiff, which sucks. But...
Yeah.
Which could have also been the answer, or 0. What do missiles do? 0.
0.
Okay.
Miss.
Excellent.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's gonna say the next one? I mean,
Go for it, Rambo.
Corporate addresses for 10.
No shit.
This group of players primarily lives in Cloudring.
What is wild geese?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who was that?
He got it.
Yep.
It's who
That
is
was
wild
Yadashi.
geese. Who is wild geese, not what.
Yadashi with the Ricks.
Yep.
Yep.
Woo! That is correct.
We'll go for corporate addresses again at 40.
Contains information for planning routes, checking solve, and shows where Nihilist gates you've found are located.
What is the map?
What is star charts?
What is start charts?
So, I had it as what is star charts or the map. The
I
Rick's
got it
got
then.
first there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, he got it.
Yep.
We'll
The
do-
gates thing was a nice ad.
Corporate addresses for 50.
Fear's central hub, nicknamed Coda.
What is period basis?
Damn it.
Incorrect.
Ooh, takes a massive chunk from that.
What?
What is 5 tack? No. Never mind. Ignore.
Nope. Keep going. That was
Ignore.
So, no? Okay. Ignore.
Well, yeah, first blood is already.
Already been deducted, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. Done. Calling it.
Unrelated. Who is fear?
So,
Yeah, we're not answering. Go ahead. We're not answering.
I've heard of fear before in my life. All right, I will reveal.
Come on, Rick.
Oh, you would have had it.
Oh
Dragon.
yeah, 5
You would've had it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
You would
god.
have had it. You would have had it, dude.
Hold up.
Dragon, you had one job.
I'm
One.
so sorry. I tried to keep you going, but I couldn't. You gave. All right. All right. Next question. Who's up?
Throwing.
Is that system even in period basis?
I don't know. I think it's actually in Delve, but I'm not 100% on that. It might be found.
It's over there. It's over there. It's close
It's-
enough.
Yeah, close enough. Isn't that zone?
Okay, Rick's.
Throws a fits for 10. Throwing a fits for 10.
Yeah, throwing a fits for 10. The preferred high slots for Nemesis 2.
Medium
What is
torpedoes.
torpedoes?
Large torpedoes.
Who said what's large torpedoes?
Bacon and Yadashi both did. That's Rick.
Those Rick's.
Boom. All right, on to the next.
Throwing a fits for 20.
Mid-slot swag for the Noctis.
What is Salvager?
What is
What is
it?
Salvager?
The Galinke
I
Salvager.
heard the Ricks there first.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Ah,
Everybody
no,
was
no,
saying
no,
stuff.
That was blood. That
I
was
was
first
specifically
blood,
looking
bro.
for
That was me. That was me.
Who is me?
Why is me?
That was when Luke just spoke, and then Lord Dragon.
I'm pretty sure I said
Oh,
it
so I went
first.
for the swaggiest of swag, right? Because Salvagers is, like a baseline. You got to go with what height.
Oh man, extra. So who am I giving the points to? Is really
Lelouch definitely said it first if you're going with base Salvagers. So it would be first blood.
First blood.
All right, that's fine.
Plus, first blood needs a fucking point.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
there we
go.
go.
Your pick, Rambo.
I mean, what am I gonna do? Not pay myself? I mean. Okay.
What is
a ship-
LGBT?
A ship by any other name for 30.
Sir Francis approved.
Sir Francis approved.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the fuck Sir Francis is.
Oh shit. Nautical history.
Us.
Y'all give up?
What is Drake?
What is Drake is correct. Who is that? That's first blood.
Yadashi.
or Ricks? Yadashi first blood?
Damn.
No,
No,
that
he's
was
in
Rick's.
Rick's.
He's a Rick.
I even typed that on chat. I wasn't even sure.
Sir
Hey,
Francis.
before you start the next one. Is there any daily doubles in this?
Yes.
Wow,
I
wow,
have
we haven't
them
hit one
in my-
yet.
You're
We haven't hit one
You're
yet.
gonna need it. You're down by 120.
I know.
Jesus.
I don't know shit about this game.
Rub it in. Rub it in.
So
How did we get down that far?
You, I blame you.
there were
Yeah, the
is you?
period basis question hurt a lot. Yeah.
So it doesn't pop up the daily double, but when you pick it, I say what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So it's a Rick's turn to choose. So we're gonna go with throwing A fits for 50.
the Prophecy Guardian's weapon of
What
choice.
is it, drone?
What is drones?
What is drones?
What is
Oh,
drones?
that's you first.
Yep, I heard him first. Who was that?
What is
Bacon on
drones?
the Ricks.
Bacon on the Rick.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, like 4 people said that.
Mm-hmm.
We
really
need
need buzzers.
spokespeople with
Yeah.
buzzers.
We need someone to be only there to listen.
Perhaps this many folks on the teams is too much. If we do this again, we should have like a team for each individual person. That way, it's straight up.
Yeah.
Multiple teams.
Yeah.
Spam. Gift buzzer.
Yeah, you should have like 4 individual people.
Agreed. All right.
So we don't get
I
the
think
points. The Ricks don't get the points, or what? I'm just.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure. Let's do echoes from the back for 50. I'm just gonna either run away with it or whatever.
R04ST. This is the name of a content creator.
I mean, I have one, but I'm not going to say it because I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
It got you scared. Do you all give up?
Who is chicken? Or what is
Lelouch,
chicken?
you should know these.
Who is chicken is incorrect.
Yeah. See, I knew I was gonna lose that by just even trying.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. Baked. Yeah.
What is
Yep.
B8AD?
Yep. That was my next thought, but I wasn't sure where you're going with it. So.
Yep, it's the letters and numbers.
Yep. That was a good one. I like that.
Yeah, these have been good questions.
Yeah. Rambo, you pick.
Echoes from the back for 30.
That is the daily double.
Pew, 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 pew. Chrome vessel. That is what is the enforcer?
What is sir?
So you were supposed to bet, and I clicked it too fast.
Oh, rip.
I suppose if I do 120, it will put us back. But how sure am I of my answer? Yeah, fuck it. Let's do. I can't put more points than I have, do I? So I'd have to put max 20.
You're in the negative at the moment, so it's up to you.
Bet as much you want. We're losing anyways. Not the worst.
Do 120.
Do 1,000.
And then you guys should discuss and decide upon an answer.
Okay, so the only chrome vessel that I know of that I own is the Enforcer.
So
there is also the Chimera. The Chimera as well.
Oh, the I-beam.
Chimera's not really chrome.
So remember the category.
Stop helping him. Stop helping him.
Oh wait, is it the garment? I think it might be the garment. No.
Wait, what's the category called again? Echoes from the back.
From the
30?
back.
So this is a content creator. Maybe.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's a content creator.
Yeah, I don't know all these content creators. I know Damon's icon has a chrome head on him. His little character thing. When you see his YouTube thing, his character has that tie, bald chrome head.
Who is that?
That would be it's Damon. His character has a chrome head. Rambo.
I I wouldn't consider it. It's like a mask, but not chrome. It's hard to tell.
Taylor, I imagine you've got an answer for this. What do you think it is?
Am I going to lose points by guessing?
No, this is just for kicks and giggles.
Scipio.
No, it's not Scipio. And I did see someone put in to chat virtual PGE, but I don't get that reference. I honestly don't understand what that would be. I don't know. I really don't know. You're gonna give silver bucket, son of a bitch.
What is enforcer?
Even half of
God damn it!
These people.
I have no freaking clue. Who that is.
I should have known that. That's so fucking obvious. See, that's what's great about these questions. After you figure out what the answer is, they're obvious. But before, it's like you just it's kind of like LGSB. I have no idea what the hell that still stands for.
Okay. So yeah, we lost that one horribly. Rick's pick.
Yeah.
Let's go with Echoes from the Back for 40. Let's just really just make this hard.
Coup counting with Skippy.
Who is Scipio?
I will accept it. Do you know the name of his channel?
Killmore Collectors. Yeah. Yep.
Nice. Look at you.
Boom.
All right. 4 remain. There's one more daily double on the board.
Where's Waldo? Good one, Nessival. Jeez. Let's maintain. Well, okay, whatever. Throwing A fits for 30.
The Can You gets special bonuses.
What are decomposers?
You have to wait until he's done with a question.
Dragon got it.
Yeah, that was definitely First Blood. First Blood got that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I was right there with it too, but I mean, dang.
Hey man, if I don't jump on it by the time it gets through, I'm late.
Yeah,
True.
You're lagging. Yeah, that dial-up really hurts, doesn't it?
They'll finish off the category.
Throwing a fits for 40.
Throwing a fits. Yep.
Group shield field modules go in these
slots.
That was Dragon again.
Yeah, that's Dragon again. Yeah.
I swear to God I didn't share this, but that is correct. That's First Blood. Dragons with First Blood, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Dragons being semi-useful.
All right.
It's a 50-50.
Yep. Ship by any other name for 20.
That is the daily double. We're gonna do this right. Place your bet. How much you gonna bet?
20.
Bet it all, Rambo. Come on.
Y'all have negative.
We have
7.
nothing.
You bet it all.
Hey, as an absolute value, we do have 70 points. So there is something there.
So you can bet enough to get ahead, I think. Like, it's a 50-50, really.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Then
Yeah, let's do
210. 210.
210 for the win. Let's see.
210.
210 for the win.
Shares its name with a Shakespeare play.
Oh, jeez.
What is a raven? No.
Incorrect.
That was his answer, and he didn't get it right.
Yeah, that was incorrect.
Yep.
Okay, I suck. I'm sorry, Rambo. You can pause
Maybe.
I'm so sorry.
Maybe that was an Edgar Allan Poe reference rather than
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Shakespeare play.
So that's like negative 280.
Yeah. That's what that is.
Do we even want to play the 10 one?
Yeah.
I mean, the Ricks still have to answer this one, right?
No, we don't.
No, we don't. We didn't bet anything, so we don't have to.
But I'm curious,
What?
if you had to answer, Ricks,
We
what would
bet
it be?
0.
If we had to answer, what would it be? Shared its name with a Shakespeare play. A Shakespeare play. What is an oracle?
Also incorrect.
Yeah.
No freaking clue.
Yeah.
Oh, what is
Tempest? Tempest. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Tempest.
Yeah.
Tempest.
Yadashi
Well,
over
I mean,
here
at
Google
least
searching.
he had like the battleship right. I mean, we were way off in the battle cruiser category.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
fucking, I don't know Shakespeare, man. Fuck.
I like the Raven was
Dragon, when you were in school, they were teaching you how to sing it or something.
it surprised me. I was like, wait, the Raven isn't
Edgar Allan
Shakespeare.
Poe. Yeah.
It was Poe.
Yeah, I
It's like
whatever.
Halloween every day, baby.
Yeah, we'll see that question next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, right?
All right, last question.
A ship be any other name?
What is Stabber?
What is Stabber is correct.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Yep. That was the
That's a
Ritz.
Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's only what a 430 point difference.
Something like that.
That's okay. It's okay. It's not bad. Not bad. Good job, team.
I blame Dragon for all of this.
Blame me. I mean, you
Right.
would probably
Now.
blame me for 100 points.
1v1 it now.
So
No, Dragon, no, we're doing this.
See, you're going to have to
Psycho,
mute
son.
those two guys in order to talk Rambo.
shut the fuck up.
Shut
I
the
think
fuck
next
up.
time we should have four teams, and it's just the individuals. This was really rad. It was fun challenging both of you, but I've got another board, and we're already
Okay.
at like.
Yeah, we're pushing time, so we're gonna be closing it out here. But before you announce your payouts, or ISK owed in my case, did want to give a shout out to our sponsor for the game show, which is Gardens of New Eden.
Yeah.
They re-upped their sponsorship for the next set of games, so we're very appreciative of that. Thank you, Gardens of New Eden Corporation, Callisto, and all the others that are in there. So good deal. And so what are we taking away from this there, Crimson? Are they adding six zeros to that, or what?
I would say they're adding 6 zeros to that. It's up to you whether you want to divide it among every individual one of them or split it 2 ways.
I mean, I can give
we
it
gotta pay it.
each.
So 150 million each.
Yeah.
How much?
We won 150 million each, and you have to pay me, Lord Dragon.
I'll get you.
Rip.
I'll get you.
I'm
you
kidding.
take care of bucks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What happened with that system now that Oxless is down?
They did
We
some
have-
miracle coding. I mean, it's just amazing.
We have some of the best IT guys in the game that got it fixed in 2 days.
They didn't fix it. They wrote a brand new bot from scratch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we lost Jeopardy.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
Send me a
they've been doing
DM.
a really good job.
Yep.
Team Ricks, send me a DM for your ISK winnings. I'll tell you who to contract, and then we'll close it out after that.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you, Crimson. That was a fun game.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
And,
What is a fucking raven? God damn it, Dragon.
Sorry. I'm glad it was fun.
I knew I was wrong as soon as I spit it out. I was like, no, that's not right.
Rip yours. Yeah. All right. So thanks, guys, for joining, and hopefully then you think Team Ricks is going to be coming back next week to. I suppose we're going to change up the teams, right? We're just going to have
I'll be here,
4
buddy.
people.
We're gonna change the format just because it'll be easier to figure out who said what, when, and
Yeah.
what team they were on. But I wanted to try it.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Sounds good.
All right. We will close it out from there, and I'll start the intro, or the outro, I mean. Rip. It's late, right? It's late.
It is late.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd like to thank everybody for joining us in this episode of Echoes of New Eden. I'd like to give a shout out to all of the other content creators out there. Damon Zell, Chicken, Captain Benzie, Silver Bucket, Scipio, everybody that I'm missing, Taylor, Rick, Crimson, of course, they're content creators, right?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Mackenzie from New Eden Radio, give a shout out to her every Sunday. And everybody else that's out there creating content. And heck, how about these programs that we have? Jarmog with his tool, Mario with his tool.
Yeah. Echoes.mobi.
Mhm.
Good deal. So spreading the content love all around.
Yeah,
And
shout out to Brother Sparrow for being another word dude, word nerd.
all right. Good deal. We'll get into the after party here in a little bit. And as soon as the music stops, I mean, rip. It's not like I have it on loop or anything. But we shall see you guys all next week. Everybody fly safe. See you next week.